Welcome to Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna
and Marnie.
So, I have a hot take. I'm coming in hot. I
hate women.
No. I'm not willing to pay money
to women.
No. You need to stop putting money. You need to stop putting money and words in my mouth. I am not willing to pay money for cosmetic products
made
by women who get plastic surgery, because I feel it's false advertising. Like, for real, I was seeing an old photo of Serena Williams,
and you were like,
No. I was just no. We need to stop this now. I am a woman I love everyone.
Why do you say you love women? That's crazy.
That's wild.
All lives matter.
No, I'm a woman, so I support women by default.
But you don't love them.
I love everyone, fam.
Wow, you heard it here first.
No.
She said all lives matter.
No. You're actually diabolical. No, I mean, I just saw a photo of her and I was like, rah. I've seen her before photo, and then now I see her doing her advertising for her cosmetic line, and like, you cannot tell me, and you have to be for real, that the eyeshadow and the foundation or whatever product she's selling is what got her face to what it looks now.
But the thing is, I don't think she's under the pressure. Like, she's not trying to tell you that if you use her eyeshadow, you're gonna get a cheek fill. Like, there is no way that's what she's trying to tell you.
I know, but I just feel like I am down for authenticity when it comes to my influencers, and I just feel like
you hate women having work done.
No. If you want to have work done, that's fine. The thing I'm not in support of, as someone who I love consuming a lot of plastic surgery content, but I just love it when you're honest about it. Not saying there's loads of people out there who've got their eyes done, got their lips done, got their cheeks done, got whatever done, and being like, well, it's just skincare or it's just facials. Like, the worst ones are the Kardashians, where they'll just be like, just did my lips. Bruh, you have a whole new identity. You're a whole new ethnicity if you really want to be honest. It's not just lips.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Go on then.
I wouldn't even call it devil's advocate. I feel like, in the wise words of RuPaul, I don't see how that's any of your business.
It's my business when you want me to pay money towards it.
But I never said, buy this makeup and you're going to get cheeks as plump as me. I said that you can get your cheeks to be pink. That's what I said. The blush is going to make your cheeks pink. I never said it's going to make your cheeks plump, honey.
I get it, but for me at my house, I just like supporting products that feel authentic and natural. And I think when you have an ambassador whose face is filled up and looks completely artificial, I just don't buy it. The only celebrity product that I buy is Fenty, and like...
Oh, well, Rihanna's never had no work done.
I don't think she has.
Girl.
I don't think she has.
Girl.
Her face looks different because fam has grown. And she's had a baby.
And that's what Serena Williams said, and you're saying that's not true.
No, but be for
real.
Oh my God. So you told me...
So it's okay for Rihanna because she's a light-skinned woman.
Don't do that. You told me that 2 babies that completely changed your whole complexion. The most ridiculous one I heard is...
I've seen... Pause.
Go on.
Pause for a second.
Yeah, go on.
I've genuinely seen... because you know how there's that thing on TikTok when the girl... Yeah. I've seen
the list of things that
was
changed.
Like, here is a picture of me before I was pregnant. Here's a picture of me now. Literally 3 shades darker.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Nose double the size of what it
I've
was.
Seen that one too.
Feet 8 sizes bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know what is in pregnancy. But some people go... the transformation is unhinged.
It's wild.
It's unhinged.
But again, that's transformation in that direction. Serena's transformation is in the complete opposite direction.
Hey, you don't know.
No, but be for real. Come on.
You are not just scientific.
You're right.
You're just a regular girl.
But we have to call a spade an actual spade. Like, I love Serena Williams. She my girl. I love her. I support her. But I cannot support the Win Beauty movement because...
But you'd be supporting Beyonce.
No, but I'm not even buying her products either.
But you support her.
I know she's done work.
And that woman has had work.
I know she's
had work. And she's never come forward and said it.
I know
and she's been trying to sell us dairy on jeans.
Yeah, but again
more like BBL jeans.
BBL jeans.
She was sending us Ivy Park. More like BBL Park.
But yeah, absolute idiot. No, but for real, like when it comes, Beyonce, the only thing I support is the music. She hasn't got work on her voice.
She's a hair care product. You've not seen that woman's real hair in 50 years.
But I wouldn't be. But I've not bought any of Beyonce's products. I'm not influenced.
And that's
Even I'm
most
not. I'm not.
idols,
I'm
they've
not
been
influenced.
talking about you in the Beehive.
Great, but I've not bought any of her products because I'm not. Again, I'm not that customer. I'm someone who appreciates good music, so I listen to her music, which is her number one product. That's the only product I get from her. All the other ones, to me, don't have the authenticity.
Oh.
Really, is a money grab. Come for me.
Be careful.
Yeah, I actually should be careful on that.
Be careful.
Because actually, I've been hearing good stuff about
100% about the Beyonce
Beyonce
stuff.
stuff,
I do
yeah.
think it is a money grab. It's given I owe money to child support or something like like coming out with a new product every week is crazy to me.
But I
crazy
do.
work.
But I think it's because she
Doesn't want to sing no more.
Probably because also we've had this conversation already, but we'll talk about it again. Like Rihanna has done incredibly well with the Fenty Empire and Savage, and she's just been able to get a niche that has worked because of the authenticity of Rihanna. When Beyonce did Darion jeans and all the other stuff, there was always a disconnect because also she doesn't know how to promote her stuff. As a marketeer, she does not know how to plug her own things. You never see Beyonce in Ivy Park unless it was for an ad.
Did you say she dropped visuals for
Bodyguard. But it was for the vote. Oh. Yeah, and you know what, I was really disappointed because that's my favorite song of the whole album. Why
that song? For the vote?
I know, because to me, it could have been any. It could have been Yaya. Cause they used that for. They used Yaya for the
Maybe they said that
Olympics.
belongs to Olympics. We need our own song.
Yeah, maybe. But to me, I've actually all the songs. She's using Darion jeans, Levi jeans for Levi's. Great. That is a great advertise. Like to me, very natural. Makes sense. Is in the song, as in terms of like an endorsement or advertisement. What's the word? Collaboration. Yeah, that makes sense. Go on, marketeer. But what other song should she have done? Because Bodyguard
doesn't give me go to the polls and vote.
No, it was, I don't know. It was Texas Hold'em. No, not even Texas Hold'em. Actually, Texas Hold'em is like, come on, Texas Hold'em's votes. For not.
Or not.
Oh, not for, you know. Let me just, I'm going to go through her, like, the discography for that
so
song.
off topic.
We are, but that was my hot take.
My hot take is stop being influenced, period. Guys, an actor shouldn't be telling you what makeup to wear.
That's true.
That woman's job is not makeup. That woman's job is telling you lies. Don't listen to her.
But you did say you're influenced in a different way.
Yeah, I don't. I was talking to my sister about this when we were on holiday, and she was like, "Who do you like look up to? Like, who would you want to look like?" And I was like, "Literally no one." That's the maddest question you've ever asked me. Yeah. I couldn't tell you. I don't want to look like anybody else, and I don't know if that is like I'm not trying to be like I'm so different and cool. I don't look at other people, but I've never. I will see a look that someone's done and be like, that's sickening. But I'm never like, everything that one person has ever done is exactly what I want to look like. No, actually, no. So I'm not a person I think that you could do that like, hi, I'm your favourite actor and I think you should buy wellies. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to buy the wellies. Yeah. If I don't want wellies, I'm not going to buy them. But if it is something that I need... If it is something that I was like, I was already in the market to buy this, and you have told me about something, I'm probably going to get that thing. So, like, I actually think adverts would like, the idea of adverts work better for me than the idea of someone being like, I'm plugging this thing that you don't want, and I'm hoping that you'll buy it anyway because you like me, and it's like, I won't buy it.
No.
The amount of people who are like, who disguise TikToks as like, guys, you're not gonna believe this. I've just found the most comfy shoes I've ever seen. You see like tiny little print at the bottom. This is an ad. And you're like, I know it's an ad. Yeah. I don't know this woman. She's telling me she found comfy shoes. I never said I wanted comfy shoes. I don't know her.
Yeah, I think.
And she's screaming at me right now.
You must buy it. Like, no, I don't need to buy it.
Get in TikTok shop now. This is going for 1p. Fucking chill out, dude.
I think in terms of being influenced, I'm someone that, similar to you, I need it.
Yeah.
And also, like, I probably need to like see it being used. So, like, I'm more of a test and learn. Like, I am not an early adopter. I prefer to hear someone's reviews. Like, if I'm buying something on Amazon, I'm alongside seeing the product, I'm going to the reviews. I'm going to see how many star ratings it has. I want to know that it has been tried and tested. Like, you influenced me to buy a Brita filter,
I did.
but that was because I used it. I know it's like a Brita
never
filter
told you to
jug.
buy one.
You didn't tell me.
I just used it.
You just poured me a glass of water, and I was like, this water tastes clean.
And
And
I
also,
said, yes. It's a Brita filter.
No, you didn't even need to
and
tell me.
I'm now going to read off all of the specs. No, because I didn't know. All I said to her was, oh yeah, I've been thinking, I want to get a Brita filter. And I got a Brita filter. And that's the Brita filter. And
Done.
I used it. And you were like,
And
I like this Brita filter.
I said the
I'm gonna
water
get
tastes
one.
good, and also I was in not even a need for it, but also I had been thinking about how else can I have a more healthy lifestyle,
Drink
and it just
more water.
drink more water, but also hearing all the things about the water system, it just aligns. But I feel like it needs to be tried and tested. The only one where I've been influenced, but it's because I do trust her as an influencer as well. It's Melissa's Wardrobe, and she did a collaboration with Blank Street matcha. And everyone was like, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so nice. And I'm not a matcha drinker, but I actually went to go and try it, and it was actually nice.
I can't believe you were influenced.
I
will
was
say
influenced,
this about Blank Street.
Yeah. They're expensive though. For what it was.
I think they make the best coffee.
Do they?
I'm obsessed with Blank Street.
No.
I would walk past there and there'd be all these kids, and I remember seeing someone talking about it and being like, they literally make it's a coffee machine, like they do not make coffee from scratch. And I was like, damn, people are really paying like £4, £5 for coffee that is you see brewed in front of you, and then you're going to them, they're just pressing a button and it's coming out the thing. But
it's good.
I went to Blank Street one day because it was on my commute to work, and I wanted to get some coffee. Iced caramel latte from Blank Street is perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually perfect. I don't know if it's the syrup that they use, because I do feel very strongly the syrup does change the flavour of that.
Yeah.
It is just like, that was my drink of the summer.
Yeah.
Iced latte is my drink of the summer anyway, but that one, absolutely hit.
Yeah.
And now I don't go past the Blank Street, and it's actually ruined my whole...
Oh, really? No? Oh, that's annoying.
Because I have little friends in there, and sometimes they would give me the coffee for free.
Oh, nice.
That happens to me a lot.
That means you must have been there a lot.
I was going, Monday to Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you a regular customer.
Yeah, I was a regular customer.
You
I
know
get the same
what?
thing everywhere I go.
And that's a great influence. Give it for free. Like you give them a little piece. They'll take the whole arm.
Yeah, they have a loyalty thing where like you go there,
Okay,
and
true.
I remember the guy who
No.
went there was like, you should get one of the loyalty cards, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't care about Blank Street that much, friend.
Yeah, but
And in his head he was like, but you come here every day anyway. Like, you're acting cute, but you're going to be here tomorrow anyway. I'm telling you, you can get a drink for free. You're telling me no.
Yeah.
I would rather pay. And I was dead right. I would rather pay. I don't want you getting my details now. You're messaging me every week.
Yeah, that's what.
Come back to Blank Street.
As soon as I sign up for something, I unsubscribe from the first email I receive. I just do it. Or I give them my bad email, like my junk email address.
I think again, and that is a perfect. We're still full circle come back to this way of influence. It must be really hard to get new eyes.
Oh yeah, true.
New consumers, new on products, because I think people are so. Like, marketing works to an extent, but really, I think people only buy stuff when they need to buy stuff, unless they are, like, young people who have disposable income, like, it's my pocket money, and have no, like, needs.
Yeah.
Like, now that I am an adult with a mortgage and water bills and electricity and gas and that, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to buy something because... Tyler the Creator told me to buy it. Like,
it's honestly like I love artists and what they do, but I don't love them that much to buy something from them unless it is good. Like again, going back to the Rihanna thing, when she showed us her using the products, I'm like, that looks really good. And then I'm seeing people do the testing and be like, oh, this lip balm looks so nice on her lips, and I'm like, oh, I want to buy that product because I've seen someone use it. I'm
going to tell one last story about
Go
this.
on.
This is my favourite story. I don't know what it is. I've told this story. So it's like, I told this story again, and my sister's like, you've already told me about this. And I was like, I know, it's stuck in my head. Frank Ocean. Yeah. Like this time last year, I want to say, randomly started selling cock rings. And then that was the point where I was like, okay.
What the hell?
But Frank Ocean's cock rings did not do nothing.
Of course
they were platinum cock rings, and they were $3,000. And when I saw that, I was like, I honestly just feel like we've reached peak, like, being, like, using your name to sell, just like, shit. Like, I get it, right? He's like, hey man, I'm a person who's famously LGBTQ plus, but like, just because you date men doesn't mean I want to buy a cock ring off you. Like, what?
But I was gonna say, yeah, it felt,
And it doesn't do anything other than be platinum. And also, is that even a healthy material to have that close to your penis?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was at uni, sorry to get into this, but I remember when I was in uni, on Tumblr, someone was talking about how they'd got a jade dildo.
What's the
You know, like jade?
the
like
material,
green.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They had a jade dildo. And somebody on Tumblr was like, do not use that. Jade is absorbent. You will never get it clean. If you put it inside you, you're going to make yourself sick. Like, but this was like weeks after this person had posted the dildo, and I just couldn't get my head around.
Did they put
like,
a response?
Yeah, there was like such a long thread because someone was like, what do you mean about blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen to me. The internet was basically, people were like, oh my god, this woman's already dead. She's already died. But I remember like reading that thread and being like, oh, I hadn't even occurred to me, because I'm not like, at the time I definitely wasn't that, I'm not well versed in the materials that you can make sex toys out of. But like, are people just putting anything inside of themselves?
Oh, have you not seen that, like those shows, like those hospital shows?
Like somebody has put a cassette up there.
Yeah, and it's just x-rays of just like random objects. So you're like, wow.
Stop putting things up.
Wow.
But so I've become a lot more since then. Like that really, I don't know why that's in my head so much, but like whenever I see anything like aesthetic, like being promoted as aesthetic, and I'm like, that's not supposed to go in your body. I don't think that's supposed to go in your body. So when I saw that thing, I'm like, I mean, just thinking about the other things that people use during sex, like lube, for example.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if the lube and the platinum mix?
Mix.
Will it
What?
rust? Does it get does platinum get rusty?
True.
What
Maybe.
what is the properties of platinum?
I don't know, but in my head, I just keep on thinking, what if it gets stuck and then someone's got a saw
you
and
have
then
to
saw
live
through
with,
it?
I mean, you should have thought about that.
Yeah, but
It came in 3 different sizes.
But yeah, what if you think, you know, like sometimes when you put a ring on,
You can't return it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes when you put a ring on and it's like a bit too small,
That
and then
has
you're like,
happened
and then
to
you're
me.
like, oh my god, I'm trying to take it off, and you're like literally pulling your
has
finger
happened to
apart. What happens if that's the case?
Oh,
Because sometimes that is my biggest worry. Is like, oh, is this the day where
Yeah.
it's an A&E visit and you have to slice it off?
It is. That happened. I remember that happened one time when my sister was really little. We were in like Peacocks or something, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try this ring on." I was like, "Yeah, try the ring on." Put the ring on. It was obviously still attached to the paper.
Yeah.
We could not. Get
Oh
this on.
my gosh.
We were in that Peacocks for a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
We could not get the ring off. They were called They were gonna call it. They did call an ambulance.
Yeah.
They called an ambulance because we couldn't get the ring off. And then somebody in store was like putting like cream on her finger. Like, it was horrible. And she was like 6.
Yeah, that's too
And like started to freak out. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but in your head you're like, no, but
I don't know if it's gonna be fine.
fine.
We might have to go to the hospital.
So
So
yeah,
that absolutely could happen with the cock ring.
but yeah. So
Anyway.
going back to the original thing, 2 original things. One, I just believe in authenticity when it comes to being influenced.
And he was authentically saying, I do really think you should buy this.
Was that part of his brand though? A cock ring?
Well, he's a man and he has sex.
Okay, maybe.
That's like saying, is your part of your brand?
No, but
is
okay.
part of your brand tampons?
No,
You won't know. Technically, yeah, I'm a woman.
but
And I have
like,
periods.
I'm trying to think who I would think. Oh,
Who would you buy a cock ring from?
me personally, it's not my.
It's not for
I'm
you.
not the. Yeah, but I'm.
But
still
as a
not,
gift for your love,
I'm not
for your bow.
I'm still not the target audience for that. I will also not buy that for my bow. But I'm trying to
But
think.
what if he really wanted it?
Well, he's not my bow then. I'm trying to think what else
She's
is.
kink shaming on the pod.
I'm not kink
She's
shaming. I'm not kink
on the
shaming.
pod.
I'm just saying like if I was thinking of Miguel, like someone who's like sexually.
Sorry, you would buy. So you're saying you think Miguel should be selling cock rings?
I actually don't think he should be.
platinum cock rings.
I'm trying to think of a very like sexually driven artist.
Prince.
Yeah,
Prince
yeah,
should
but
have
he's
sold
not
cock
here.
rings. I know, but he could
Oh,
have.
best believe it.
He
Prince,
could
to
have.
this day, if Prince came out of retirement.
Oh, you think he's retired? Is that what you think?
I'm trying to be very kind about
If he
it.
came out, I mean, people know he's passed.
Yeah, no, and
If he came back from the dead.
If he came back from the dead, I was like, those cock rings will sell fast because they'd be like, what happened?
Can you imagine in like the not too distant future when we're having like hologram concerts. If halfway through a Prince hologram concert, he's like, guys, I just want to say I am selling cock rings.
No,
you can buy them from the QR code that's just popped up on screen. I mean, like we're entering just like a weird end of days thing.
I'm so sorry. That's weird.
But that's how I feel about like when living people are trying to sell me stuff. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. No.
Yeah.
No. This is not your job.
No. It's
I
fine.
don't trust you.
No. If it's perfectly honest, if it was like an authentic thing, like I know going back to the
What's
Beyonce.
not authentic about a khaki?
But I mean, like, okay, going back to the Beyonce
thing. Who would you buy
thing.
a dildo from?
It's not I'm not the target audience.
Rihanna.
I'm not a target. Rihanna, but that could be part of her brand. I feel like it's authentic to her brand because again, especially when she was in that rated R, Unana, red hair vibe. I felt like when she had S&M, she had an actual song called S&M. Like that was, I felt like it was all part of that aesthetic, and it made sense. I'm trying to think about the male equivalent. I can't think like who's like a bit sexual, but like I don't know. I can imagine like Sabrina Carpenter selling like really one of those like small bullets because it's short and sweet. So like
that's cool.
And it aligns with her brand, and it's like a bit like tongue in cheek. But
what about Jason Derulo?
Yeah, maybe. But it sounds like a money grab. It's not authentic. It doesn't feel.
You're saying you don't think that Jason Derulo's ever had sex?
No, I'm sure he's had a good time, but like, I just don't feel like. I just don't feel like it's.
Bruno Mars.
No, that's not his brand.
Okay.
That's not his brand.
But you're saying he's also never had sex with.
No, I think these people. I think they have children, so like it's all good. I may be wrong. I just don't know. Maybe it's like
Childish Gambino.
No. No, you can never make me think that Donald Glover is hot, even after Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
You wouldn't buy a cock ring from Donald Glover. I actually think I might.
Childish Gambino, no!
I
don't think so.
Might be influenced on a goof to buy.
Who is a musician that talks a lot about sex? Like a male musician. And I know
God, I thought someone, but you don't.
No, let's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pause.
Well, who do you think I think?
Usher or no? I know Diddy or R. Kelly.
I wasn't gonna say Diddy. I was gonna say R. Kelly.
Yeah, okay. R.
That
Kelly.
was really his brand.
Yeah, that was his brand.
Now we know why. Boo.
Yeah,
don't buy shit from that man.
No.
Put him underneath the jail.
I was gonna say maybe Usher, but back to the other original question. Yeah. What song should the Beyonce have used for her endorsement for voting? I don't think it was even for a party. Now, these are the songs on her album, Cowboy Carter, excuse me. So, American Requiem, Blackbird, 16 Carriages.
American Requiem, let's edit there.
Yeah, but then it's the song, the vibe of the song is kind of like, American. It's quite slow.
Yeah. People need to take this seriously.
Yeah, true. I mean, the way, There's Protector. But I got that song super slow.
Okay.
We were going. This was when we were going to the slow parts of the album. Mm-hmm. But Protector has a nice like name to it because like Protector. But now I understand Bodyguard now. Okay. What? My Rose was the other song. Smoke Hour, Willie Nelson. No.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em.
Smoke Hour.
Smoke House. Willie Nelson. And that's not even a song. It's just like
just talking.
Yeah. Texas Hold'em, which I kind of if the vote was about Texas.
It was about Texas. It was about everybody.
Actually, really, it was about Pennsylvania. Because once Pennsylvania came through, we knew where it was going. Bodyguard, Dolly P, I don't think that's going to happen. Jolene, no. Daughter, it should, no. Like Kamala Harris would have been the daughter of America, no. No. Spaghetti?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Where she's just rapping on it? Yeah. No. Alligator tears. At the moment, there are quite a few tears at the moment, so yeah, feels fitting. Smoke Hour 2. Boy, smoke. Just for fun. You know what?
I don't know.
No, that was also
it's a fun song, but I don't know if it's...
Yeah. 2 Most Wanted. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That was slow. Again, that song was so slow.
They're all slow, really.
They're so slow. Levi Jeans is for Levi's. Flamenco, no. The Linda Martell Show, no. Yaya made sense. It was like, come on guys, let's vote.
It's not really gone, you said.
Yeah, they used it for the Olympics. But that could have worked for it too. Oh, Louisiana, no. Desert Eagle, no. River Dance. Get people river dances to the ballots, suppose.
Yeah, maybe.
Two Hands to Heaven.
Too slow.
Yeah. Tyrants.
Too sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, but also it could be like, get that tyrant. And then
the way she rides it.
Oh.
Please. And those are she in this. Come on.
Kamala is riding Trump.
Yes. Yeah.
Talking of too sexual, Sweet Honey Bucking.
Yeah. That would have... Maybe she was like, we'll pick a slow song for the lead up, and then if we win, we'll make one of these others, the sexy songs, the congratulations song.
Yaya could have been the congratulations song, and then... Forget the Olympics.
Olympics never happened.
Then we'll just do it. And the last one is Amen. And, bruh, we could have done with more prayers. So, yeah, that's... I understand now why they did Bodyguard. Because it's got a bit of beat to it, but it still didn't really make that much sense.
I think it's still too slow. I think we should have done American Requiem if we're going to do a slow one.
Yeah. But yeah, well, we saw how that happens.
Maybe this is all Beyonce's fault.
I don't think it is.
You can't use your flop album to endorse someone.
Not the flop album. Not the flop.
I'm just saying, the Country Music Awards didn't give it a penny.
But they weren't
give it a dime.
They weren't going to give it a penny.
And then lo and behold, Kamala doesn't win. You did this. Beyonce.
No, I think there's so many thought pieces about the whole election thing, and at the moment, I've just blocked it.
We're not going to go into it.
We're not.
On our I know that we are a political podcast, famously.
No.
But we only care about politics that affects us today. This is going to be horrible for several years, and I just don't even want to start, because otherwise this podcast will turn into a political podcast.
Let's not do it, because...
I want to say RIP to all my homies in the US. God. You guys will survive this. You survived it last time. It's just not nice.
Yeah, but this time it's like they're ruling the presidency, the Senate, House, and to the Supreme Court. Oh, yeah, we'll be praying for you.
You guys are about to be in Handmaid's Tale, and I'm so sorry to you, but you guys, this is the problem with America. Sometimes you make the TV shows, you don't pay attention. You guys basically have foretold the future. You made a whole 4-season arc for Handmaid's Tale, and now you're in it. Because what do you mean mortality rate in mothers in Texas has doubled? Since the abortion ban. You guys are letting women die in childbirth, so that's cool.
The thing is, and you know what's the crazy thing is, we would say we'll open you with open arms, but no one wants immigration. So I'm so sorry. I wish you all the best.
No, you guys can't come here.
Yeah, because because there's too much. We had issues with our voting because no one wanted immigration.
You guys can't come here. I'm so sorry. Like, whatever disease is rotting your country, don't bring it here. We have our own disease. We can't get another one. We have our own problems.
Yeah, fam. We're just trying to figure out our issues.
It has taken us 15 years. 15 years? 13 years?
No, 12?
When I was...
No, yeah, since
14 years to get the Tories out.
Yeah, but also, I'm even scared for what we have at the moment. Because sometimes the policies I'm hearing, I don't even know which party it aligns to. They seem one the same. Also, Conservatives. Kemi. Although Kemi comes to the stage.
No, she's...
Although Kemi comes to the front.
I will say, okay, this is the only thing I'm going to say about politics. This is the only thing I'm going to say about politics before we go on. I saw the girlies on Twitter trying really hard to be like, do you know what? Good luck, girl. Just good luck, girl, because you're about to experience the racism that you said didn't exist in this country. You said it didn't exist.
Fire. You're fire.
You're about to experience it. You are about to experience it. And I would, like, you know, we talked about this on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, that, like, what do we owe our community? Is it important for us to just get behind anyone, even if they are someone that you don't like, because, like, it's the sisterhood. Sorry, where was the sisterhood when you got on that platform and said, this country is not racist? That's what you said with your big chest.
Honestly,
with your big chest.
Yeah.
Where was the sisterhood when you were like, when I worked in McDonald's is how I figured out what it means to be working class. What? I know even that. I became working class because I worked in McDonald's. That's not how that works.
Girl, it doesn't work. Girl.
Where was the sisterhood? So for me...
Where was the sisterhood when you said there should be no maternity pay?
So for me... Since we're not sisters, I honestly wish you the best.
Yeah,
I'm not a person out here who's wishing ill on people. But I don't want to hear skinfolk, kinfolk at all.
No.
Oh, we should all be celebrating. A black woman has made it to... I don't want to hear.
Because I was talking to my brother about this. He was like, oh, well, I know that it didn't work in the US, but, we're changing. I said... Who's we? Let us. The UK is changing. Like, oh look, there's a black woman in leadership in the Conservative Party. I said,
there's no one left.
There's no one. They all running away like
there
flies.
There is not one person left in that place.
I'm
that
sorry.
Wants to run that party.
That leader, that seat, that position is tainted.
Cursed.
So let us wait in 5 years to see if she will still
as soon as it's time. Yeah, as soon as it's time for an election, you're going to see that she's been asked to get up and
go. It's really sad. Let's not talk about it because honestly, if we try and dissect everything that's happened in the last week or two, we won't be talking about pop culture news, which is what we need to talk about.
We'll just know that it is okay for you to support black people and not support Kerry Bedell. I think it is actually
and just
fine.
because you're black. Even if you were liberal before, you don't have to become conservative because she's in power.
Please use your brain. That's not the move.
Yeah, this is a completely different from what
she has
Kamala.
Very clearly said, there's you lot and then there's me. I'm not like you lot.
Yeah.
I got money. You broke bitches could never be me. So be very careful before you align yourself with that woman. Please. We've
been waiting to see some representation in power for some time, but we don't want. That's not the representation we want.
It was on this podcast that I said, right, we need more black villains, and we got one. So
we've had a lot of black villains for some time.
We need more, and we've got one. So congratulations, Kerry Bedell, the newest member of the Black Villain Society. I love this for you.
We should like Destiny's Childish. We need to create a little board with all our
famous black villains.
Yeah. Just from this year, it will be filled. Jesus.
Filled.
But let us move on from one election to another. It's
the most important.
The most important one. It's time for pop culture news. So, the Sexiest Man Alive has yet to be announced.
Yes. 12th of November.
Jesus. So this is going to come out before it's announced. But
I was shocked. I was shaken to my core. I was in the middle of something and I had to stop what I was doing because I saw a video that said, here are the nominees for Sexiest Man Alive, and within 3 men I said, this must be a goof. This must be a mistake. What is happening here? Where was the sexy man?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Where were they?
When I saw so it's a video. Sorry, let me go back to it quickly. This pod will come out just as they announce it. So we've recorded it before. But the people that they were like in the contention, what's the word? In
the running.
In the running. Each one I was like,
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. And I'm like, oh, is it me? Like I said to Marnie before the pod, like men are not my priority at this moment in time in my life. So maybe I blocked a lot of things. Maybe I'm blocking out.
Forgotten what men look like.
Yeah. So maybe I just don't have a type or taste anymore.
Oh, that will never be true.
I don't have a type.
That will never be true.
I'm actually very open, as you know. So,
lads, you listen to the pod. I don't even need to speak at this point.
Bam, no, that's not true.
No, I don't need to speak.
No, the thing is, you speak, but a lot of it gets cut out. That's on the edit room floor.
A keen listener will know what the subtle undertones are.
I said
Shoshanna's not as slick as she thinks. Sometimes she'll be leaving stuff in. Hey, this is a clue. Go back and listen to the episode again. You know what I'm talking about.
As I have said, I don't have a type. I'm open to all. But I was like, maybe the type and the taste isn't connecting at the moment. And that's fine. You know, in life, sometimes we have periods where we are dry and sometimes we're thirsty.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't know why I use that
I
term.
don't enjoy that.
No, sometimes in life your doors are closed and sometimes your doors are open. That's worse.
The door just wide. Anybody can come in. The door is open. We are open for business.
I'm trying to think of like a very subtle way of saying sometimes you're interested and sometimes you're not. And I was
Yeah.
like, maybe I'm just not interested.
Sometimes you're looking.
And sometimes your eyes are closed.
Eyes on your paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Eyes down.
Eyes down. Thumbs up.
Thumbs down, eyes down. Thumbs
Yeah,
up. Eyes up.
Up. Yeah. So yeah. But I was like, I don't know what's going on. Should we just go through some of the men?
So yes, people have allowed readers to make their own choice in the run up to the announcement, and the way they've done it is in categories.
Okay, cool.
So we have sexiest handyman.
Okay.
This was the running. These are 4 men I've never seen a day in my life.
I know. I recognize the Property Brothers.
Brothers.
Everyone else. Same man. What's it? The same man, different font.
Yeah,
Different man.
100%. These 2 people could be the same person.
Brothers.
It went to someone called Chip Gaines.
Who?
So that sounds like a porn star name.
I mean, attractiveness and what?
Of the group,
He looks okay.
I actually would prefer Chip Gaines to the person you're pointing to. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No, not a clue.
So we can't even tell you who it is.
I'm so sorry that we're not.
We'll share the link to that
Wait,
article.
he may be Ty Pennington or Jonathan Knight.
Well,
Because this is the Property Brothers.
he's got brown hair, not dark hair. He's not the dark hair.
Yeah,
one.
let me.
We'll link the article so you guys can go.
Yeah,
on
I
and
think that may be helpful. Wait, I'm just going to Google them now. I think what I like about Ty, whoever he is, let me just double check his name.
So why are you naming him if you don't know who he is?
He just,
I think he's Ty Pennington.
Yeah, he looks a bit like Ty. The thing about Jonathan. Ty Pennington. Oh, actually, Ty Pennington is actually...
Okay, he's not hot.
Not in his phone,
He's
no.
an uncle.
He's 60 years old. That's what... Oh, God. I was like, the thing about Ty
That's what
Pennington...
Shoshanna like.
I was like, he looks distinguished for his old age. And
Yeah, distinguished means old. Everybody knows what that word means.
But, yeah, it's not doing... None of it is doing for me. He looks like he was like a football coach or something like that.
Yeah, now he builds houses and that's what he looks like.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
The next category was sexiest long married star. Like, these are very specific and weird.
But I think it's also like aligns to the readers. I'm so sorry. Sorry if you're a people.
Yeah, you're
reader.
1,000 years old, essentially.
Yeah, true.
So they gave it
No, but really
to Tim McGraw
So you got Denzel. You got what's his
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, 7 Degrees,
and Ted Danson from The Good Place.
Yeah, I saw Ted Danson in a ad for another show. He looks okay.
Ted Danson looks great, but did you know that?
I don't know if you're gonna say what I'm going.
What were you gonna say?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that. I knew that for a very long time.
But did you know that
What?
he got dressed in blackface
Yes, I
at her
know.
roast?
Oh no, I did not know that.
And did you know that
I thought they were dating.
they did sleep?
No, I didn't know that. Oh, sorry. I just thought we were gonna laugh about the fact that they dated.
No, I mean I'm happy for them.
But I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's really tough because obviously I really like Ted Danson, and he was in a relationship with Whoopi, and she was like okay with it. But why are you in blackface?
What?
Forever.
What was the conversation?
Oh, this is what I want you to do.
Do you
and
know
if you
what?
love me, you do it.
Yeah. Do you know what I really would love you to do?
Yeah.
Or do you think he was his idea going? You know what I would love to do.
He was like, "Do you know what would be great if I got into blackface? You'd like that, right? Black girlfriend and vibe. Like, no, I don't think you could be the one to volunteer that. I think she has to say, "Oh, Joe, it would be funny if you did it in blackface."
Yeah. Wild. I mean, perfectly honest. Denzel looks great Denzel looks great. He's gonna be in Gladiator.
He looks old now, though.
He is old, yeah. He's gonna be in Gladiator 2, and he looks great in the trailer. Kevin Bacon, again, he aged well.
He's actually looked pretty good for years.
Yeah, he does. So I mean, but the guy Tim McGraw looks cute, but
the skin is looking youthful. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
everybody else's skin is looking a bit haggard.
Plastic surgery.
His looks taut and plump.
Pulled.
Like he's
facelift.
Removed the face of a young man and used the nutrients.
They call that facelift.
Well, he's a vampire.
Yeah. To me,
it looks good though.
If I was going to vote for him, I would put probably Denzel or Kevin.
I would have voted Ted.
Blackface and all. And I'm the one who's got a type.
I'm saying Ted Danson is like,
I know,
honestly,
he's-
The
I
Love of
know.
Good Place is so special to me. I think he's turned into grandfather of man, even though I've never met this man before.
Yeah.
So it's a parasocial relationship for sure. But okay, if we're going on sex,
And he's funny. And he's aged well.
I really what you're saying of these 4 men. If you had to go on a date, which one are you going on a date with?
Kevin Bacon.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
We know why.
Sorry, you said Ted Danson.
I didn't say anything.
Is it Dadson? He's a Dadson anyway.
I didn't say anything.
What is wrong with me picking Kevin
I literally
Bacon?
haven't said a
The
thing.
good thing about
Oh
Kevin
my
Bacon is
God.
7 degrees of... There's always a 7 degrees of separation
It's
from him.
6.
It's always
It's 6
I will
for
be the
me.
7th. I will be the 7th.
You wouldn't even be any because you guys went on a date together, so there'll be no degrees of separation. You've met. Let's
Either
get
way,
to
he
Gen
has
Sexiest.
connections. He has connections anyway. What's it called? Gen
Sexiest, which is
Gen X.
yeah.
Who would have run out?
I mean, Shamar Moore has been
Shimamo, yeah.
the hottest man for 8 years. I actually think it's a big flop that he has a one Sexiest Man every year. Anyway,
Yeah, he's a good looking
'Cause
guy.
At the height of Criminal Minds, wow.
You watched it? I never watched it.
Yes, I was incredibly depressed post uni, and I used to watch Criminal Minds. That was the only good thing in my life at the
Yeah.
time.
Benjamin Bratt. I'm sorry, Benjamin Bratt in Miss
Who the
Congeniality.
hell was Benjamin Bratt?
Him.
I've never seen that man in my life.
He was in Miss Congeniality with.
I don't think I've ever seen that film.
I mean, no, it's a great film with Sandra Bullock.
Matt Dillon looks good.
Do you know what people are thinking?
Ethan Hawke
Lips.
looks good. Yeah,
Hey.
it's the smile's not helping.
He's really not.
I'm
like-
sticking with Shamar on this one.
I think Shamar's great looking, but I'm gonna go Benjamin
Yeah,
Bratt.
we know. We know.
What's wrong with? I'm sorry, Benjamin Bratt is of color. What's the problem?
I didn't say it.
You didn't have to. You keep on going like, why she keeps on picking these people.
She didn't say anything.
He looks great. What's wrong?
Sexiest summer action star.
You're actually an idiot. Go on. Is this where we're gonna get rodent? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Why do you say okay like that?
Because the fact that they use
They didn't even bother to show his face.
they use Deadpool's mask, not even showing
Also,
Ryan
Hugh
Gosling.
Jackman is in costume as well.
Ryan, sorry, yeah, he is not even showing not Ryan Gosling. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Who are you picking? Sorry,
Between-
the lineup is
Yeah.
Glenn Powell,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds.
If I'll be frank, this is actually very hard.
Who are you going on date
I'm
with?
going Hugh Jackman.
Interesting. I'm going to say Ryan Gosling.
Really?
I actually think
Have you
Ryan
seen his face
Gosling is
recently?
just more attractive to me than any of these men.
Have you seen his face recently?
But here we go.
I'm sorry to. What is going on? Everyone is doing plastic surgery. I want to see natural faces, natural beauty. Show your lines. Show your age.
You need to start a movement.
I
That would be really
should
helpful.
like natural movement. It's not bad.
Okay, next we've got.
but yeah.
Sorry, who did you say?
No,
Hugh
the thing is,
Jackman.
yeah, I said Hugh Jackman. Glenn Powell, I think actually
No.
do you know what?
No.
He's just looking more and more rodent-y, and
He's
I
not
think he's sometimes
more-
see his face as well, but he's doing something. He just looks more and more rodent-y.
He's just not hot. And they need to stop forcing it.
Yeah.
Okay, sexiest Fiero. That's what I'm telling you. The categories are
Oh,
very
wild.
specific.
But I know it's because Wicked's coming out.
Yep.
The thing is, I would love to actually watch the musical. You've watched the musical,
Yeah,
haven't you?
musical's great.
I actually would like to see the musical before seeing the play.
Go and see it at Christmas.
Sorry,
Go see the musical. Like, the musical's on all the time.
Yeah,
you can actually go
true.
see it. Like, go, a matinee show's cheaper.
oh, okay, that's
Go
true.
watch it in the matinee
Yeah,
and it's less busy.
that's true.
Go
Yeah.
in the evening, people are going to be singing the songs in the crowd.
Oh yeah, I'm not down for that. Yeah, because I'd like to see the actual play before I see the movie. And hopefully the movie will go on Disney Plus very soon, so I won't.
Oh.
But
So you don't care about Ariana, you don't care about Cynthia.
But actually, I do actually want to see it in
You
cinema.
don't care about them as people.
I feel like it's going to be in cinema for a very long time anyway. So why?
She said it's going to be in the cinemas for ages because no one's going to watch it.
No, because look, cinemas have been suffering. They don't have like blockbuster, bums on seats type of films anymore.
Good.
Wicked is.
Good.
Would you want to see the musical?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, see the film.
I'll happily watch the film.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll pay for it.
So anyway, we've got the people we have. Wow.
The sexiest Fieros.
We've got Jonathan Bailey.
Who is the sexiest Fiero?
He's attractive.
To me.
Ty Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs. So
What happened?
Joey McIntyre
Yeah.
and Aaron White. To me, Tay Diggs.
This is an insane. You're not going to tell me you think this is the sexiest Fiero. Look at this outfit.
No, but Tay Diggs in other things is a sexy
Well, that's
guy.
not the point. They said sexiest Fiero.
Yeah, but
Sexiest Fiero.
why did they not give him the exact same outfit that he gave the other dudes?
Because they didn't. Sexiest Fiero. Which one?
In this photo,
Which one is the sexiest Fiero?
Jonathan Bailey, but it's
Yeah.
just because of
Don't
the
waste
outfit
people's
he's
time. Sexiest talk show host.
Oh God.
This one's a tough one.
Go on.
Uh,
Okay, we have Mark Consuelos
Mark
from...
Consuelos. You
Yeah.
can read.
Yeah, I said
That's
that.
one of the skills you have.
Yeah. Jimmy Fallon. What's the little dude? Mario Lopez and Seth Meyers.
Who are you picking?
I'm sorry, Mark gets it. Mark Consuelos.
Mark is very handsome.
He's very handsome.
Mark and then Mario Lopez. Because, I mean, Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, yeah.
Come on now.
Do you know who's looking really nice from Saved by the Bell? The guy is... His name is... He's in a show called Found on NBC.
With a black woman.
Yes.
And they've been doing a lot of press.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been giving me the ick.
Yeah, I know, but he...
I know you know Mark Gosler. Mark Paul
something,
Gosler.
yeah.
Is that his name? Mark Paul Gosler?
Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark... Wait, why not show the cast? Anyway, that guy, he looks... I think he's aged well. And I saw him in another show. He was also in Mixish with Tika Sumter. And he was in another show that I really liked. Yeah, Mark Paul Gosselaar. Anyway.
Okay,
Next.
Sexiest dog dad.
What is with his
Go.
random ass? Okay. So we have Max Greenfield, who I love from New Girl. And he's aging well. So you have Simu Liu,
Yeah.
Justin Theroux, and
Yeah.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
What the hell? In this photo, I'll be honest, the cutest one is Max Greenfield.
Interesting. It's Justin Theroux.
I don't know the fact that the dog is licking him.
It's Justin Theroux. I love Max Greenfield though, and I'm glad he won. But
Yeah.
it's Justin.
He looks
Justin
nice.
Theroux has aged
He is aged well.
brilliantly.
Yeah, he has.
I do like Dave Bautista though. I didn't know he used to be a wrestler.
He did, yeah.
That's
WWE,
really cool.
yeah.
And Simu was there.
Simu looks... I know Simu is controversial, but he looks kind of sweet there. He probably is a dick, whatever, but... Anyway.
Okay, the next.
Yeah. Wow. Your silence is echoing.
The next
Ah!
category is makes brat look sexiest. I don't know what
What
that
the
means.
hell does that mean? Is it just Gen Zs?
No, prepare yourself. The exact definition of brat was hard to pin down, but Joe Jonas's sassy social media presence, cheeky attitude, and take on Charlie XCX's Apple Dance earned him the most votes in a category that included Barry Keoghan, Troye Sivan, and Kyle MacLachlan.
What the actual hell? I'm so...
This category is
It's
rancid.
wild. I'm sorry. I'm going to go on with Kyle MacLachlan because he's from Sex and the City and How I Met Your Mother. And he's the oldest one on there. So he's definitely not a brat.
Well, anyone can be a brat. It's brat summer. What the hell? How dare you say that? How dare you say
yeah.
that someone can't be a brat because of their age?
Okay, you can be
Brat
a brat.
is a way of life.
Jesus. I mean, Joe Jonas probably is diabolical.
Yeah,
Barry
I think he's a criminal, maybe.
Yeah, Barry Keoghan, rodent. Troye Sivan, who? And...
Oh my god, are you joking?
He's a singer, isn't he? Or
Have
is
you not seen
that?
that Gap advert?
No.
You don't know who Troy... He was in The Idol.
I didn't watch that. I didn't end up watching it in the end because it was so bad. I heard so many bad reviews. I just didn't bother to watch it.
I think I'm going to go with...
Troy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Troy.
He's a good-looking guy, but he's just not my type.
We know.
Yeah, he's not.
We know why.
He's 29. He's also a baby.
Yeah, we know why. Sexist tattoos.
Okay.
I know you're gonna love this category.
You know how I feel about tattoos anyway.
We've got Jeremy Allen White.
I was like, I can't even see the tattoos.
Post Malone.
Oh God.
Bad Bunny.
Okay.
And someone
Neymar
called Neymar
Jr.
who I don't know.
So that's the youngest son of Neymar, the famous footballer.
But that person doesn't look like he's playing football.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why is Junior like that? Is that his name?
Junior. Maybe that's the Spanish way of saying it.
Okay.
The fact that you even believe in me, I don't know
literally
either.
don't know. Who are you picking?
Just on these photos alone. Do you know what? Bad Bunny looks nice.
Bad Bunny is fit.
Yeah.
Sorry, he is. I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
He's pretty.
I was actually about to say Jeremy Allen White, and I turned. I was like,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
I
No.
looked at this. I said, Post
No.
Malone, you are taking the
Do you
piss
know
out of
what?
people's lives.
If Jeremy Allen White was 5 inches taller.
So you hate Jeremy Allen White, and you hate that he's short, and you hate short men.
No, I don't hate that short. I just feel like
Why do you hate?
you
white
know
men?
what? I just feel like he all that body, he's stocky.
What about body? She said. Oh my god.
All the muscles.
It's
Well,
not even, he's not even that muscly.
Okay,
He's like a normal
do you know what I have to
muscly.
say? Do you know what his chest? That's the kind of frame I like. Maybe it could be a little bit doughier, but nice. But but the fact that you know that his legs are only like this tall.
What's crazy is, sorry, I don't know why this is so mad to me, but his chest,
neck?
that's the kind of frame I like. It's crazy. I don't know why that is so, that's such a mad thing to say. His chest, that's the kind of frame I like. He does look good though.
Yeah, but then the fact that you know that his legs are only like a couple of inches.
No, see, you need to do that. He's crying at home now. I'm gonna go with Bad
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny, but I think Bad Bunny looks the best in that photo.
But he also looks like he'll break your heart.
But it also looks like you can't see his tattoos, so it's fine.
Who? Bad Bunny?
Not in that photo.
Okay. Next one is Sexiest New Heartthrob.
Oh god.
This one might.
This is where I'm feeling like I'm gonna.
If you had to guess, who do you think it's gonna be?
Barry Keoghan, Jacob Elordi, the guy with the hat. That what's that boy's name
The
again?
guy with the hat.
He was the one that everyone's been trying to push as like the sexy guy.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, this dude.
The guy with the hat.
This one, Glenn Powell,
Oh, okay.
and.
Well, I think he's already in a category, so I don't think he gets to be in another one.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then
Well, he's not.
Okay, not Glenn Powell. So Jacob Elordi was not. Okay, Jacob Elordi.
No.
Paul Mescal. I'm gonna go still with Barry Keoghan and Pedro Pascal.
You think Pedro Pascal is a newcomer?
Oh yeah, sorry, not newcomer. Sorry. Who else is new? Yeah, I've only got 3. Oh, I was right about Jacob Elordi.
Yeah.
I was like,
who won?
Who won? Okay, I was right about him.
We've got Nicholas Gatson. I don't know who this
Who
is.
the hell?
Gavin Casalengo.
Lengo and Manny Jesse. I know
Manny Jacinto is not a newcomer. He was on 5 seasons of The Good Place.
Jacob Elordi's not also new. He's been around since Euphoria.
This
is actually, and he is not attractive.
Oh,
That's Nicholas.
that's someone's son.
Nicholas Garsson. I don't buy it. When I saw him in The Idea of You with what's that girl's name? Anne Hathaway. I just didn't buy it.
Have some respect for
that
mother.
That woman. Sorry, I just didn't buy it. Jacob Elordi, he's fine, but like I don't find him that attractive.
I'm dead that you said that.
Basically, I have literally just insulted every single person on this list.
Manny Jacinto is fucking gorgeous.
He's
if
a
you've
good
watched The
looking
Good Place, he's actually beautiful. And I'm so glad that he is having this run at the moment because
Yeah.
he deserves it. He's lovely.
He's got a nice face, but he looks like a model. I don't find him like super attractive.
I like men who look like models.
How tall is he?
Don't worry about that.
Let me just double check.
No, we have to get through the
Okay.
list. You can't be googling.
Oh, wait, sexiest musician, Harry Styles. What the hell is going on with this? We've got Harry Styles, Shabuzi,
I guess that's Zach Bryan.
and the guy above him is... What?
Role model.
Huh?
His name is Role Model.
Great. I don't find it not one. Okay. Harry Styles had it at one point.
Sexiest musician.
At one point, he was.
This is a bullshit list. There are so many more musicians in this
Go on,
festival,
put a couple.
and none of these men are hot.
No.
Actually, I'm giving it to Shabuzi. He looks cute, and he has lots of hair.
But is he?
And I like a man with long hair.
But is he sexy?
Yeah. When you pull the hair, that's gonna be sexy.
It's a no from me. Harry Styles.
Of course.
Shut up.
Let's keep moving because she's gonna start telling me to shut up. But
Just.
the results are the results.
No.
The next category
this
is
more.
sexiest first time dad.
Let's go. I'm gonna guess the demographic of these readers.
Yeah, sorry. So far, most of these categories have just been 4 white men. Just FYI.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 4 white women with 1 extra diversity. The next one should be just sexy as blacks. Honestly, why not?
That would be so
wild.
funny to have a category that was just sexiest blacks. That is crazy.
Honestly, it's crazy, but why not?
Man.
Also, sexiest pox, people of colour.
No, I actually think you should just do it separately. Sexiest blacks. Sexiest ramen boys. Like, it's just the most racist name for the category.
So in this category of the sexiest first time dad, we've got Robert Pattinson, Justin Bieber, Maluma.
Justin Bieber is never gonna be
No.
the allegations
And
that
Colt.
he looks like a lesbian woman.
It's the hairstyle,
It's
unfortunately.
he's because he's kind of pretty and the hair
I'm
like
sorry.
that looks like Ellen DeGeneres. So
It does. It really does. Unfortunately,
That's crazy.
he looks really pretty in this photo. He does.
He's very pretty.
Yeah. The fact that Robin Pattinson has the exact same hairstyle as when he was in Twilight. And I haven't even watched Twilight.
It works for him. It works for his family. He's keeping it.
He's keeping it. Yeah. To me, Maluma gets it because I don't know who he is, but
That man is gorgeous.
he looks so pretty, doesn't he?
So what? See, if you had more people with different types of ethnicities on this list, it would be more of an interesting list.
It'd be more competition.
I don't really see the hot. Robert Pattinson, I feel like it's because Robert Pattinson looks like any white man you can see on the street in Oxford Circus. You're not going to convince me that this man is the hottest man that ever lived. Do you understand there are actually gorgeous people on the planet?
But do you think he's like a person? I don't even know his personality.
Don't get me wrong, he's handsome, but he kind of looks like my boss. I mean, like, he kind of looks like a man I've seen before.
I'm trying to think, which boss?
I want to see beauty that, like, oh, whoa, I've never even seen this. I could never see this outside in the street.
Yeah, the base is low, so.
Sexiest podcast host.
Oh, God. The Kelsey brothers.
So
I know who you're going to say. So the people in the running are Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey.
Are you fucking kidding me?
As well as Penn Badgley, Josh Peck, and TJ Holmes. Oh my goodness. From last year. Adulterer. Go on, say who you're going to say.
I think it is on. I think it's actually criminal. You're not going to tell me. Sorry. I would literally die for this man. Yeah. I would go to war on this point. You are not going to tell me that these two rednecks. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Are hotter than Penn Badgley. You're not going to tell me that. And have me believe it.
The problem is, I
would say Travis Kelsey is quite charismatic.
Yeah.
And he's tall. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah. But he towers over Penn Badgley. I'm sorry.
And that's not the point. The category is sexy. The category is not.
Do you know what? If I was gonna do my vote, because I know what your vote is.
She's gonna pick the adulterer.
I'm not gonna lie. It was honestly between Josh Peck and TJ Holmes.
You cannot trust this guy.
I mean, TJ Holmes is actually very attractive in this photo.
So accept it. You want the adulterer. Next.
But Josh Peck is such a nice personality. Josh Peck. Next.
That man is alright.
Yeah, I know. The best supportive. Oh yeah, sorry. Sexiest supportive partner in sports. Bruh. Okay.
Yeah, well, I think it should go to this person just because I like him.
Same.
But I don't think he's the sexiest. I think it might be. Ooh,
okay, so the people. Yeah, so basically the people in the run are Hunter Woodall, who supported his wife Tara, the Olympic gold medalist. I know he also won the gold as well. Andre Levron Jr., Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband. Oh God! Do you know what? I watched her documentary, the part 2 of it, and he definitely got a good redemption arc. You could tell how supportive he was. And then Christian McCaffrey.
I too would be supporting the breadwinner of my family.
He's an athlete himself. He does the Chicago Bears, I think. Bears.
The Chicago Bears.
To me, Hunter Woodall. I'm so sorry.
I might give it to Andre. I think he has a cute little face.
Which one? Andre's the top one.
Yeah. And like, we need some more diversity up in here. Like, it's getting a bit pale and stale. Do you know what I mean? The sexiest TikTok star.
Oh God.
We're not gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now. We will not know.
Yeah, I don't know any of those people. Okay, the people we have here are Montana Boys Mark Estes. Known for his shirtless gym videos.
Isn't Christian Cavallari like 40 years old?
Yeah, that was.
He looks like he's 20.
Yeah, it was a weird age gap kind of relationship. Oh. Yeah. And they were talking about having kids and everything. Next one was Noah Beck, Brew on the Radio, and Connor Woods. Is that Connor Woods? That may be Connor Woods. That's yours. Your choice is Connor Woods.
No, I'm saying, is this a goof?
No, that's a real guy.
No, I'm saying...
For sexiest, yeah.
No, but I think that's disrespectful. To him, I mean.
Wait, let me get another photo of Connor Woods. Maybe this...
That's not nice what they did.
Let me see. They probably were in a rush to get all these white men in the articles. So.
Yeah, sorry, this is sexist. You know TikTok is available in multiple countries. Why have they decided to pick these 4 men?
I don't know if it's being the allegations though.
No, and that's why I'm saying, why did they do that to him though? Because they didn't need to put him there.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm saying. I think this is disrespectful to him.
Maybe it's the followers. Maybe because he's married to. Maybe he's with someone called Brooke.
Maybe
he's got 313,000 followers. But there's more. There's more people that have more followers.
There are so many more people on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's somebody only following.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brew on the radio because he looks kind of cute there.
Of course.
Or no. Yeah, you're right. 5.
Boring white brain.
All right. Who you gonna pick then?
None of these because they seem much younger than me. I'm not like you. I'm not trying to be creative.
You're an idiot.
Okay, can I read you some of these comments because they actually were making me laugh.
Was that the last one?
That was it.
Oh wow! Go on, read the comments for me.
So someone just wrote, "Yikes." Somebody wrote, "Yeah, no, Manny Jacinto deserves more recognition. Have you seen Jacob Elordi from the side? From the side?" Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture because I looked it up because I was like, "That's a mad read to say." Have you seen Jacob Elordi from the side?
Yeah, go on. Let me see.
Can you just prepare yourself? Because when I saw this, I actually screamed laughing.
Is it okay?
It's just so. It's such a specific read. Like you said, look at that man sideways on, and you're gonna be gooped. You're gonna be gagged.
Okay.
That's what they said.
Let me see.
Okay. You know that line.
Oh my
gosh. If
gosh.
your name was Natalie Nunn, you bitches still couldn't check. Like I said it wrong. Even if my name was Natalie Nunn, you bitches still couldn't check me. The Nicki Minaj lyric.
No.
You can't chin check.
No, you can't chin check. Do you know what the thing is? I'm trying to figure out what is weird.
It's the chin.
I know it's the chin. But
it's
also,
kind of mad.
It's a chin, but also like his face doesn't look. It looks like he doesn't have that much dimension. Like
it's 2D.
Yeah, like.
What's crazy is. It
Sorry,
really does.
Look at. It's just chin.
Like if this was me, like if I posted a picture of myself and someone said she's not that pretty, have you seen her from the side? And then there was literally a picture of me from the side, and it looked so vastly different. I would actually get off the internet forever. You would never see me again.
No, but I'm trying to think what would help him.
Nothing. Big
a
earrings.
Beard. Oh. Oh, mustache, sorry. That would not help. Actually, that
wouldn't help.
That would
maybe
help.
Maybe.
I don't know what it is. There's something odd about his. It's odd.
Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Up until now, I would have said I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's 6'5". It really does.
Yeah,
it does. It's doing something for me. And this might have killed me. Now he's become just a regular human being.
No, when he cheated on Zendaya, I was like,
he cheated on her?
Yeah, he did.
With who?
Some girl. God knows.
Was she hot?
I don't know.
But she wasn't.
It probably wasn't. Have you seen Zendaya? So.
Well.
I just feel like maybe. Actually, there was something I watched a video from another influencer on TikTok, and she was saying, and I completely agreed with her, that there's no big like blockbuster bombshell male actor, like the next big thing.
Yeah, because we don't have that as a category anymore.
No, we don't.
And our male. It's interesting when you see the press, and we're about to talk about this about the chicken shop dates, but when you see actors doing press, what they're hoping is you fall in love with their personality so much that you'll follow them to the moon and back, and a lot of these people just don't. It's not enough to move the dial.
No.
Enough for you to be like, I want to watch every single film that Paul Mescal's in.
They're really trying. I feel that they're trying to push.
They desperately want us to be obsessed with him. It's not going to work.
I just don't get it.
I don't trust him. Sorry.
Sorry. He runs away in the park. But also, I feel like, there's just no big bombshell, and that's, visually, that's like, wow, like the days of George Clooney and Brad Pitt and even Denzel, like. It's not like that anymore, because now we're in the year of the rodent, where we have like Glenn Powell and Barry Keoghan and, even Jacob Elordi like being like, oh, these are the hot men. I'm like, are they? Jacob Elordi, he's okay. I need to stop looking at him from the side though, but
I'm gonna leave that up.
Yeah, it's
I think that should be the poster for this episode.
That should be, it probably will be. It will have to be up there so you understand.
Listen, Jacob, if you're listening to this, I actually still would. I'm not a classy girl. Like, I'm going to just put it out there. I like what I like.
Because he's 6'5".
Yeah.
And he's your type on paper.
He's tall.
Oh my gosh.
But seriously, Jacob, if you are listening, like, we think you are a great talent and we'd love to have you on the pod.
I'm so sorry. I don't think I would want him on the pod. I don't think he's
joking?
I don't think he was going to bring anything.
No, I don't think he... This is the problem.
I don't think he... I would prefer to have Andrew Garfield.
Are these men actually interesting?
No, that's the thing. A lot of
are
them
they just tall?
No. Unfortunately, yeah.
Sometimes.
And actually, I think that for me personally, Jacob Elordi is a bit too tall.
He is...
6'5" to me is a bit too tall. When I'm 5'7", that's a whole foot away. How am I going to climb that?
Why are you doing all the work in this scenario anyway? What's happened that Jacob Elordi just stand there and be like, yeah, you're going to have to find a way to get up here. I'm not moving.
But can you imagine him crouching to meet me?
Yeah.
No, I'm good, thank you. 6'5".
Stooping into your house.
Yeah, 6'5". 6'5" is a bit too tall.
Actually, that'd be very hot, someone stooping into my house.
Hi.
That's actually such a funny image.
Oh,
my head's touching
too
the
big.
seat. Oh, there's no space for me in your tiny house.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where there is space.
Where?
Right in this little garage.
Oh my god. I don't know, is that trying to be sexual or not?
You don't listen to music. That's lyrics from, what's that from, WAP? I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
Who sang that?
Cardi B, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't. Again, blocking things out.
Because I guess some of us actually care about female rappers on this podcast.
I support them.
You don't
I
care about the girls.
Support some of
That's
them.
what I said at the beginning. Why do you hate women?
I don't hate women. I love everyone.
What?
As a woman, and by default, I support women.
But you don't. You just said you don't.
I support women's rights, man.
But you don't support women's music.
I do, but I'm not going to listen to every single song and every single...
What is one... Name one female song that you listen to. That's not Beyonce, because you're actually getting kicked out of the hive anyway today.
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, boo. I even started listening to Olivia Dean, but it's only because of just that one song. You can't hurry love. Listen to the words. Those lyrics is actually very true. You can't hurry love. You just have to wait.
Chicken shop date before
love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take.
Sorry, did you just come into existence?
I know the Diana Ross song from the Supremes. If I was going to be in the era, minus the racism, I think I would have loved the 80s or the 70s.
See, but I said this...
I love the music.
When I said this before...
What happened?
About how I feel like I was supposed to be born in the 60s, you sat there and made me feel like I was crazy.
Did I say that? I'm
you
so
didn't say
sorry.
Anything. You just said... That was your opportunity to say, I think I would have loved the 80s.
I feel like I probably would have said that, right?
You let me tell my whole cult story by myself.
Oh, sorry. I fully support that. I just think, for me, you have to take away the racism part of it.
The racism's not going nowhere.
Are you sure that I wasn't asleep? Because there's definitely been periods
No,
where
it was at the beginning of the pod.
Okay, great.
And that you just showed that you don't actually listen to pod. Wow, you don't listen to pod either. That's
Fam,
crazy.
I listen to every single pod because I have to edit everything out. When this girl's saying wild things, I have to go and sit there and cut. Okay, let's move on.
Let's talk about Chicken Shop Day since you want to start talking about falling in love.
No, okay.
I'm going to let you guys start.
Okay. So, when I watched Chicken Shop Day, which we should talk about in the previous pod, but we got preoccupied. There was too much crap happening. I kicked my feet a little bit. But as I mentioned before, we are starved. Really, really starved. And when I watched the date for the first time, because I watched it again, maybe a third time in preparation for the pod.
That's why.
Yeah. The first time I watched it, I was like, there's been a lot of flirting going on between Amelia de Molenberg and Andrew Garfield. And that's the context. This is the only date we're really be mainly talking about. So there's been a lot of that kind of flirty, awkward conversation. The awkwardness has really been coming from Andrew Garfield over the last year or two, particularly at red carpets where Amelia is like interviewing him and he's just like acting weird. But when I watched the Chicken Shop Date, to me it was quite flirty, and I think it was very much British banter flirting, which I think we can all relate to. We have been perhaps on either side of that, either being the person that's being negged or being the person that's negging. And I was also kicking my feet a little bit because he really did break down her like facade and the whole bit that she does, which is supposed to be like very like no nonsense, kind of what's the word? Kind of, yeah, no nonsense, blunt, to the point, but very, very sarcastic. Like, he was really able to break that down. I know that the interview has not aged as well, but when I watched it for the first time, I was kicking my feet because I was like, one, they really could have dated.
Why
but
has
he's
he not aged as well?
I've just been hearing like not the most positive things, like the fact that in the date, which was basically to promote his film that he didn't talk about the whole time, and he spent half his time talking about like we should have actually been dating, like this could have been a real thing. But we come to find out that he had her number, but like for 2 years. He asked her for her number 2 years ago at a party, and he has not phoned or checked or like tried to engage that before the date. So I think that's why people are like, this is definitely a bit.
Yeah, sorry.
We're all falling into this, and this is not a real life thing at all, because he could have made it a thing, and it's just not happened. So that's why he hasn't aged as well. But I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched it, Pete was being kicked.
I think I might be more cynical.
Okay.
Than most people.
Okay.
Again, I'm not trying to say I'm like different guys, but like
Jesus.
Another thing about that felt real to me.
It didn't feel real.
No, not at all. Like I found it really scripted. I found it to be. It felt really scripted to me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't buy the like, oh my god, he's really just like knocking her off balance and her like throwing her whole thing off. I don't know. It just felt very. It felt very like had the sort of stucco-ness of like a British banter. I get that. I think it had this called chaotic, the way that people speak to each other here. But I didn't find it romantic or flirty in any way.
Did you not?
No, because I didn't buy that he was attracted to her or she was attracted to him. I feel like they were just trying to out-weird each other. It didn't feel to me like romantic in any way.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised. I was like watching it, waiting for like it to kick in, and I was like, I actually think he's less charming to me now, because I can see like, because this doesn't feel real.
Oh my! I mean,
it doesn't feel real to me at all. So then I went back and watched some of the other ones, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually enjoy that.
The thing.
I didn't enjoy that date.
Yeah, it wasn't really a conversation.
No, it was, and that's what I mean. It just felt very weird to me, and like they were trying to one up each other. And you're right, okay, when it's like two people who already have something going on, I can see how that's like hot.
Yeah.
To be like but like you said, these are two people who maybe seen each other 3 times. Like it was actually felt quite intense. A conversation for people who've seen each other 3 times, and the fact that he kept referencing like the cameras weren't here, this could be a real date. The cameras weren't here. Like it started to make me think like this is. I feel like this is part of it. I think referencing the cameras is part of it. All of a sudden, like this all feels very staged to me.
But I think I get your point about him trying to break the fourth wall. Could have felt a bit scripted, but I think it's because there's been so much like anticipation to get them on a date that they are aware that there's gonna be a lot of conversation around what this date could look like, because even when she drops like a photo of them together going, oh, it's finally happened, they're having on a date, like everyone was like, I can't wait to see this. Like there's been a lot of buzz about like this could be a potential thing.
Sorry, are people stupid enough to think that she's going on actual dates with these?
I think
it's just an interview.
No, it's an
thing,
interview,
right?
honestly. But I think she's also, the way that she has presented this brand is that, oh, this is actually a date. I'm trying to look for my husband, and people are like, be for real. And she's like, no,
it isn't. It doesn't even present like that. She had Gets On Again, right?
Yeah.
For the 10-year anniversary, she had Gets On Again,
Yeah.
and she literally says like, I set this up. Why did you set? He's like to her, oh, I think I figured out why you set this up. You set this up because you saw there was a gap in the market. People weren't interviewing the kind of people that you were interested in, which was grime artists, right? That's why you did this, and it's turned into this, like, here we are 10 years later. Yeah. It's an interview format. It's not about a real date. She was never going to go on she's not going on dates with these people.
No, of course not.
And actually, it's becoming less and less believable as a format as time goes on. She had Louis Theroux on. She had Billie Eilish. Like, now she's just having people on there, not even grime people. Like, the facade of it, to me, is gone, which is fine. Yeah. Because it's a interview thing. It's not a date. But it's fun. It gives the interview like a place to go. If we get stuck in questions, I could be like, would you go on a date with a girl like me?
Yeah.
I might something that you like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it has a bit of humour.
I would be shocked if people were genuinely thinking she thinks she's really on a date.
No, I think that she's presented it that way because it's part of the brand. But of course, let's be for real, it's not. Because to me, I was perfectly honest. The first time, this is the first time I've actually went on her channel and watched a date all the way through. Mm-hmm. Usually, I've seen clips. Most famous one being Louis Theroux, which that became viral. But I never sat there and watched a full date. So to find out it was only 10 minutes long, I was like, oh, is that it?
Yeah.
I actually thought it was like a legit
No, it was a YouTube video.
Yeah. I thought it was like a lot, maybe like a 30-minute or 20-minute conversation, and it's like 10 minutes of a bit of, to and fro in. And I think there is a space for it because there is a space for it when it was done 10 years ago from a grand perspective, but there's also a space for it now because it actually is just a fun way of
I don't like it.
I think it's a fun way of getting to understand the talent and stars and celebrities without us going like a real formal press junket where it's like, tell me about the film, tell me about your favourite part of the film. Oh, in interviews you said this before. What do you think?
But have you ever been? I think this is the problem. Are you watching that thinking I'm going to go check that thing out?
No, I mean,
you don't even watch them.
Or I'm already I know I'm gonna do it, like watch it anyway. Like I saw a clip of when she interviewed Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds for Wolverine and Deadpool. And I knew I was gonna watch the film anyway, but it was just funny to see a bit of the clip. I was like, oh, but I'm gonna watch it anyway, so it's fine. And this Andrew Garfield one, I'm not gonna lie, maybe after the film I was like, maybe I should understand a bit more of the film. I still don't even
know what the film is.
Yeah, but I've seen other interviews with him and Florence Pugh when he's also tried to do a very similar, like bantery, flirty type of thing, and she's not really there for it. But also, I don't know what the story's about, and to me, it's quite a somber film, and I'm not really that much in the mood to watch it. But I still, even if they were giving me a bit, I ate it up. I'm sorry.
I didn't get. I just didn't find it romantic. I thought it was like a fun in terms of watching two people like having like a sort of non sequitur conversation and trying to out awkward each other. But I didn't think, oh, this has just really made me feel like I really miss going on dates and doing like no. There's nothing. No. Actually, it's the opposite. And I actually do think it might have like put negative points on the way that I feel about Andrew Garfield.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about him. I found him quite abrasive, actually.
Yeah, no, he was a lot. He was trying to take control of the interview,
which I didn't like.
I didn't like that because I was like, it's her interview, it's her show, and she is the vehicle. Her fans will come to see her, of course, to see the talent, but like see how she breaks down the talent a bit. And I felt like he was trying to break her down, which.
Yeah, the game is like the game. I watched the My Drama one. After I've actually watched quite a few of them. Yeah. I watched the My Drama one after this, and I enjoyed that one because I feel like the game has to be played by both of you in the sense of like she's trying to be awkward, right, and you need to react to the awkwardness in order for the game to work. You can't try and be more awkward than her. You need to give her the laugh when she needs the laugh. Like these jokes either need to land because otherwise it just becomes this thing where you're just like all of us sitting in like the like weird soupy thing, and we know that she's not that awkward in real life as well. Yeah. So it's like then it becomes like, why are you even just give up? Just ask the question like a person. But the My Drama one really worked. I genuinely found myself being like, oh, this has made me like more interested in My Drama. Also, she was completely different. Talking about faces, that woman looks completely different.
So she's done some work. I had a feeling she may have.
Not now.
I actually have to do a few. Okay, go on.
You need to keep a note. Keep a note of the people that you need to look up. I'll show it to you after this. But like, it made me be like, My Drama's kind of funny. Okay. Like, the thing is, when Amelia does her job well, she brings you in. Both of you are in the game. Yeah. I just couldn't. The game couldn't get started for me.
Yeah.
And it felt like, honestly, like two people who've had history, and the history is not great. It didn't feel like the history of like, oh, there's so much tension in this room. The history was like, you've come on here to try and embarrass me, but I'm going to embarrass you. Whoa, dude.
Yeah,
it didn't work for me. I really wanted it to.
I think for me, it worked to an extent, and then as time went on, it worked less. But I still liked it, and okay, let's be for real. Have you been on a date like that? Not forget the Andrew Garfield part, but like just like the banter between.
I told you, I've been romanced before.
And it's
That wasn't that.
okay. Have you been negged before?
Yeah, I've told you
That-
I've been
yeah.
romanced, honey.
So is that? Are you saying
I've
romance
had-
equals negged or negged equals romance?
For me,
They
I said-
one and the same.
if this man keeps talking to me, I might get pregnant.
Oh yeah, sorry, you have been romanced.
That has actually happened to me before.
And it was a very similar kind of dynamic.
It was hotter than that.
Okay.
Partly.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you genuinely think that he wanted to fuck her?
No.
No, exactly. That's
No,
what,
I mean,
even if
no,
Jacob
so-
genuinely,
so, okay, so-
did you feel that he was trying to convey that he wanted to fuck her?
Yes.
I didn't.
I feel like he was really trying to be like. I think in my head when I was watching it, I felt like he was like, "I'm interested in you. I actually really like you. Why don't you like me?"
See,
That's the dynamic I
impression-
got. Especially when one part where she did say, sorry to interrupt.
No,
So
fine.
there's a point where she said, "Oh, I was alluding to the fact that she would like him if he had an Oscar."
Yeah.
And then she also said that she kept on saying that this is not a date. Like she kept on saying this is not a date, and he looked disappointed. And I was like, well, it sounds like he likes you or he wants you to like him, but you don't like him.
He's Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, but he's not like the hot. Like he's not the sexiest man alive.
He's Andrew, like, just be.
But can you
real.
imagine if you did win sexiest man alive next week?
I'd be happy for him. I'd be like, wow, you did your best acting and you won.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
And you deserve it. In fact, he will be getting an Academy Award because the performance that he put on.
yeah, I think he will in the future.
Lots of people bought it.
Yeah, including me. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it a little bit.
And the only thing I liked in that was, would you like me more if I had an Academy Award? And she said yes, and he said, oh, just like my father.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
That's funny.
And that didn't feel scripted. That felt like, oh, there's some underlying things that
But
you
it
should.
feels like to me, he came in there, he said, I've got some comedy bits I want to try out
Yeah.
tonight. Okay, trust
That's
me,
the thing,
I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, I agree with you that he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew that he was.
And I
trying to
hate
come across as
unknowing
funny.
man.
Yeah,
I hate that.
It was also a point going back to the guys who talk too much that he was about to skew into that ratio or that balance of talking a bit too much.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're more mysterious to me when you don't talk as much. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, my version of that date where it would have been hot is if you didn't talk as much.
Yeah.
But everything you said was kind of hot. Then I'd be
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's going on in his
Yeah.
hair? But he was doing, I just felt it was veering into, derailing the date and trying to take control from Amelia because everything has felt like it was kind of in her control before.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. I don't I feel like that's what we're getting to the heart of as we're talking. I don't really like a knowing man. I don't like the balance to be in the man's favour. No, you're coming on my show. I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable.
So you hate men?
I do.
Okay, great. So this is your midterm.
So, what now? As Leah Banks would say. No, I don't hate men. I don't like it when men try and come to your house and make you feel small.
Yeah.
You're not going to come to my house and make me feel small.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah.
And that's how it read to me. And Andrew Garfield, we'd love to have you
Oh
on
yeah,
the podcast.
I actually would love to have him on the podcast. I think he'll be a
And then he's going to make us feel small in our
That's
house.
I don't. Yeah, that's.
Oh, you want to feel small?
No, I don't want to feel small.
Okay, so we're looking at your submissive.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's what we're learning.
No,
You gotta
no,
submit
No.
to Andrew Garfield.
No, I want the challenge of making him feel small. How about that?
I think the smallest thing you can do to Andrew Garfield is not invite him on the pod. It's have him always to tell him it's today you're gonna come on. Have him come to the door and be like, "Oh, Andrew, I'm so sorry, I'm not gonna be able to film." And shut the door. Have him sit outside, shaking, quaking in his boots.
No, the thing is also maybe what is weird. This is like a big thing. Like he's 40.
And
it's
the
just
balance
like,
was the
it's
power.
well
There was a power
weird.
balance.
It was
odd.
odd.
You're a famous actor. You're 40 years old. You come to this girl's place of work to embarrass her.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or to pretend, I really want to go on a date with her guy. He's an actor. Why would you even believe anything that he did or said?
Well, I think he's an actor. He was like, I'm private. I think if it was...
And then the week that this came out, I find out that he's broken up with his girlfriend. So you're not private.
That was odd. What's the woman with the witch? Which was like weird.
Excuse me?
Yeah, apparently.
What do you mean by that?
An actual witch. Like, I'm not like that's what he described her as, a witch.
She a doctor of medicine.
Yeah, a witch.
Sorry, stop what you're saying. Please
I'm
for
gonna.
real. What do you mean by this?
Okay, Andrew Garfield, ex-girlfriend.
What
Wait,
are
I
you
need to actually
saying?
friend, ex-witch.
Stop saying
Yeah, 42-year-old professional witch.
what is her? No, but she's a doctor of what then?
I don't know, but
That's scary.
But it's wild.
Amelia, be careful.
Maybe we don't bring him onto the pods.
Amelia, be careful. You don't want to be getting cursed because you went on a date with someone's ex-man. Please.
You were gonna ask me something. I felt and
if you were gonna host, if you were gonna be Amelia on Chicken Shop Day, who would you want to be your date?
That's a hard question.
In order to make a successful video.
Oh.
So not just who do I want to look at?
Okay, someone I'm
who do you think you would have banter
good banter with? Oh, that's really hard because, as I said, I'm finding no men attractive at the moment.
My question was, who would you have banter with? I would have said, who do you want to sleep with?
No, but I feel like it needs to be banter.
So you're saying you can only talk to men when you want to date them, is what you're saying. So you tried to get me, but just come back to you. You only think men are worth speaking to.
Alright, a man.
Who you think you would have good banter with?
So I'm trying to think about who I watched the interview and I was like, he's a good time. Who?
I'm actually surprised because I feel like there's someone that you're always talking about who would actually be quite good.
I mean, I love Trevor Noah, but I think he's way too intellectual.
Not him. Someone else.
Who's what I like?
Who do you think?
Who do I talk about that I like a lot? I should know this.
You should.
Is he a celebrity?
He's an actor.
British?
He's not British, he's American. Well, yeah, he's American.
Is he black or white?
He's Latino.
Oh, I should know this. Latino. Who is it?
Pedro Pascal.
Crap, yes!
What the hell?
What the absolute hell? Pedro Pascal, 100%. Oh my god, why did I forget that?
Why did I even help you?
Why did I forget that? 100% Pedro Pascal. He will be wild. But I think we'll have so much banter.
Yeah, I think you guys will have a lot of fun.
So much fun.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for forgetting it. How could I have forgotten my love? How could I have actually forgotten? And he's like age appropriate. He's not that tall, but it's fine.
You're not going to sleep with him. You understand that this is an interview format. You can't take him home at the end. That's not how this works. You can't do that.
Oh, I saw someone else.
Who?
Louis Theroux.
No.
I know he's.
No.
I think I have that weird crush on Louis Theroux.
Yeah, and drop it. We're gonna need you to drop that.
Why? What did he do?
I just think it's inappropriate.
What?
I think you've got one.
But it's because you want him.
No, I don't want him.
So what's
I'm
wrong
just
with?
saying he did it with the media. You're picking someone who is different, not someone who's already been through the ringer.
I know, but I just
pick someone that's for you. As if you and Louis Theroux are gonna have banter. What's the banter gonna be? You're just gonna be like, "Wow, Louis, I'm really impressed by your interviews."
Sorry, you know what? Pedro Pascal is the guy. I'm so sorry for forgetting. I'm so sorry, Pedro, for forgetting. And I really want to thank Marnie for reminding me. Because then he will be speaking in Chilean.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? You jumped several. You jumped so. I was like, what language do you think they speak in Chile?
Spanish or Portuguese.
Right, okay, so why did you say Chilean?
Because...
Who said that? Who said that?
I just think he'll add a really fun, like, Chile's twist to things.
I don't know what's going on with Shoshanna. She's having some sort of...
I'm literally imagining me and Pedro Pascal
break right now.
No, you know what? Pedro Pascal is a perfect choice, yeah. Who would you want?
John Boyega.
Shut up! Leave John Boyega alone. Actually,
I think we would have great banter though.
I think we would
I
too.
think we would.
Because John is from our end of the woods.
Exactly, so I'm saying John Boyega.
Yeah, but for a date though. Yes, okay. I get it. It's an interview, but also
what's not clicking?
Mate. It's an interview, but there is a flirt. Are you gonna flirt with John Boyega?
Absolutely.
Be for real.
I can't.
Be for real.
So you say I can't flirt with?
No,
John
you
Boyega?
can flirt with him, but would you want to?
Yeah, I think we would. I actually think I would actually boost his whole career.
Would you go on a date with John Boyega?
Absolutely.
If he asks you after the interview.
Let's go on a... Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's like a date is marriage. I'm coming here
What
to
if
eat
he
a
asked you for?
steak.
What if he asked you for a second date?
We'll see how the first date went. What the hell? I'll keep you asking.
I'm asking because I'm just trying to see what's your level of commitment to this dude. Don't waste John Boyega's time, man. He's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man.
You don't know this man from Adam.
Yeah, but he's just don't do it.
So why don't you go on a date with him then?
He's not my type.
Exactly. Let me do what I'm doing.
John Boyega is my brother. My brother from London. But he's not my type.
I'm going to do John Boyega. And
I'm sure
you
you
already
will.
have questions. I'll be like, did you ever go to Surrey Keys? You know it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, you know that. Oh my gosh.
What are you going to do to get Surrey Keys back? You got money.
Don't put the whole Surrey Keys on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Boyega's a good shot. But who, like, apart from John Boyega?
If I didn't do John Boyega, maybe John Hamm.
Okay.
Man. Because he's kind of funny. He's actually quite funny. He was in Kimmy Schmidt. He was in...
Oh, yes, he was, wasn't he?
30 Rock.
Yeah, he was.
So
yeah.
I think it would be fun. And I am obsessed with him.
And that would be a flirty
That would be a
thing.
flirty thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Who else?
I think who else is really attractive at the moment? This is the actual question. After seeing all these men, who's hot?
So the thing is, the point of the interview is not to be hot. It's supposed
No,
to be
but
entertaining.
I mean,
Stop picking boys that are hot.
No,
This is not a way for you to find a man.
I'm Amelia, man. I'm Amelia. I'm using this as an
Yeah, and who of those men has Amelia dated?
Did she date Central C? No, Central. The other one, H. He was also on the show.
One out of 4,000 men that's been on that show.
That we know of. Maybe she dated some of them in secret.
Maybe.
Who knows?
She didn't.
I'm trying to think of who else is like really attractive. Dermot O'Leary.
He is really attractive, but I don't think that's what I just said. Why is he coming on here to promote? Fucking X
This
Factor.
morning.
No.
Why does he need to promote anything? He's just promoting himself.
Okay, then by that logic, I'm going to be getting people on from EastEnders. Let's do it. This is apparently you can come on, you can talk about anything you want. Come on, let's just chat. Get some drag queens up in here. Yeah. Let's just do whatever.
Do you know what? I think that's all I have because actually Pedro Pascal has got Gladiator 2 to promote. So I've got many things to talk to him about, but we won't be talking about the film at all.
Yeah.
We'll be gone on a date.
That's it for me, I think. I was also if we wanted the ratings, Eddie Redmayne, because I actually hate him.
Why would you want to do?
Yeah. So it's about what's
gonna
create more of a viral sensation.
Yeah.
It's me being like, how many people have you killed?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Alex
from Maths, I would be just literally jumping over the table to punch him.
I would actually ask to not be on that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this.
Who needs to smile in my face?
Okay, that's a good question. Last one before we get into the Love is Blind reunion. Who would you pick from the Love is Blind cast
to have a date
to interview?
Marissa.
Interesting. Well, I know you're obsessed with Marissa.
I loved Marissa. I know. Literally, I spent half the time talking about hair tips. How do
you guys have two different texture hairs? This is crazy. That's not the woman to ask hair tips from.
Okay. It's honestly it'd be her or. I'll be honest. All the other ones really got on my nerves.
Who would I be?
I don't know. Stephen, I would want to punch.
I would have Taylor.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot Taylor. Yeah,
I love Taylor.
Taylor's a good time. Yeah.
And also I would have a husband because we need to get down to the bottom of.
We thought the question.
What race did you want her? You had to say now. You're married now, so it's fine. So you can just say you didn't want her to be back.
Just be honest.
Honest. It's fine.
Should we get onto it?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Literally, when it came up in the morning, I said I can't watch this morning because I can't start my day off pissed off. Yeah. And then I didn't watch it that day. I watched it the next day.
Oh, did you?
Mm. And at that point, I had seen just the title of someone I follow, Kenny JD, who I follow on YouTube, had the title of her review of the reunion, which was like, they've not learned anything. And I was like, well, that's enough for me. Yeah. And then I saw a TikTok that was like, Ashley and Tyler are still together. I said, the clowns, be clowning.
I was doing my hair, speaking of hair, I was doing my hair in braids. And because, like most black girls, we continue doing our hair in the early hours of the morning. I end up watching it live. Or watching it when it was released in the US. And literally within 2 minutes when they showed Ashley and Tyler, I was like, wow, I know where this is going. Like, this is just the tone of this whole reunion. Disappointment. That's the best way to describe it.
I would say it was exactly the reunion that this season deserved.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of people who, even with a year to go away and think and grow and just, collect themselves, decided, no, I'm going to come back exactly the same.
And choose violence.
But worse somehow. But also, I'm thinner, so that should make me a better person than everyone else. I mean, Nick and... At this point, Vanessa doesn't even talk at these reunions.
Oh, she's learned her lesson. Since
Vanessa,
that Marshall one?
Keep your raggedy mouth shut. And she said, I'm mute. It's just Nick doing dad jokes and doing his best to try and get some kind of accountability.
Yeah.
But he's also too scared.
Mm-hmm.
And the people you think are going to hold people accountable don't.
Yeah.
And then in the end, the most intense back and forth is between that girlie who took a nap,
Alex and Tim,
and a man.
And yeah, I'll be honest, even though that back and forth between Alex and Tim was just ridiculous to see, I actually was happy to see it because it really showed who Tim was. We always agreed Tim was the villain.
I said from the beginning there's something off about that man.
Okay, so you do. I still think I still don't
something off there.
I still don't know. Still don't get the fruity vibe, which is what you mentioned in the last pod.
Let's wait and see.
But I definitely agree, wholeheartedly agree. This guy don't like women. This guy does not like women.
He certainly did not like that woman.
Oh, not
because
at
the
all.
reasons that he gave for breaking off the engagement were things that you could easily resolve, right? As in the final nail, not the altercation that happened, right? That was already his thing of being like, I'm gonna go. The idea of calling yourself, like, there's a point in that thing that Kenny pointed out that I was glad, because I was like, was the only person who heard that? Where when they were talking about the altercation, he was like, this is what, do you see, will say you want a high value man, then be calling him a bitch. Mm-hmm. I said, who's you, first of all? Uh-huh. And second of all, you're not listening to what she said. I said, I needed space from you, and you wouldn't leave me alone. Yeah. That was what led to that thing. Not just because you was a man existing in the world, and I walked out of the room and I came up to you and said, listen, you bitch, huh?
Yeah.
Then you would have a leg to stand on. Again, I'm not saying there are circumstances where you're allowed to call people bitches or not, but he really was sitting there being like, I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. And she called me a bitch. Yeah. And I don't know how I'm supposed to spend my life with someone who calls me a bitch. Where's the accountability? It baffles me. It honestly baffles me, because I think I'm a pretty good person, but I still can see sometimes when I've got into a situation where someone has not been pleasant to me, how perhaps I didn't choose the best course of action to get to that place. To not be able ever to just put your hands up and be like, do you know what? It happened a year ago. At the time I thought I was in the right. Watching it back, listening to you talk now, I am a bit embarrassed about the way I handled that. And I could have handled that better. Yeah. It won't kill you.
No.
It won't kill you. Instead, you're saying, she's not, do you see what I mean? She's talking about bad. She's not even listening to me, because what I said was, my family drove down, and she said, yeah, and I have to go to work, and I work all out. This is what, when you're getting into it, this petty as hell.
Oh, it's so petty.
And she's dead right. You didn't want to be with her. No. And you said the nap as an excuse, but you didn't want to be with her because nobody's ever breaking up with anyone over an app. Yeah. That's not why.
No, you didn't want to be with her from the minute she called you.
And you still didn't explain, why did you go to her dad and do up that big ass story just to an hour later be like, I'm having doubts about that situation. Yeah. And not just acknowledge, it is kind of messed up to do that.
Yeah. I think this... Okay, I'll go back to him before I make my big declaration for the reunion. But the thing with Tim, he talks like a lot of men.
Like a podcast.
He does. He talks like that guy. That type of man who what do you want to call him, red
That's
pill,
a high value
incel.
man.
Yeah,
That's a high value man.
Honestly, so I was so glad that his mask fell in that reunion. That we all saw him for who he truly was. The fact that he was getting a good edit and people were like, Alex is bad. Alex is bad.
I think he got a good. That's why
I
think that it's been really interesting, specifically with that couple, to watch the discourse online, because there are people who are like, Alex is garbage, and there are people like, Tim is literally the devil, and it is just depending on how you view the world.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Because I don't think the edit was really leaning one way or the other.
But the fact that people were still like, I'm on Tim's side.
Yeah.
I'm on Tim's side. That was like, are we not all seeing the same thing? Because for me, I was like, the minute the arguments happened and the way that he would manage conflict showed me the type of personality he is. And perfectly honest, she escaped.
Yeah,
she
they were not going to be a match made in heaven. No. I think he doesn't. Yeah, like I said, I don't think he likes women, and the kind of woman he's looking for doesn't exist. No. And I feel like, I don't know, the worst. I think it's really bad to have those kind of requirements as you get older, because then they get cemented. Yeah. And you really do think that a woman like that exists. And actually, as time goes on and women, all of us get more of a sense of self, you're not going to find anyone. He's going to allow you to come into their life and basically shape everything that they do or say going forward, because what?
Yeah, the type of woman that Tim wants is a subservient...
He's a child.
Yeah. It's really sad. It's just... He doesn't want a strong woman.
He doesn't want a woman. He wants someone who's like fresh out, has no sense of like who she is yet really, wants to be a good girlfriend, wants to be a good wife, and at some point in that relationship, when she does come to herself, is going to leave him. Yeah. Or find that she has got herself into a situation that is untenable.
Yeah. And I find him... something about it is I think he's either super controlling, or he will leave you so quick. Like, you could be like, I'm just not in the mood. Like she said, I just want some spade, and he will flip out and leave you.
And make it about him.
And then imagine
he makes everything about him.
And he talked. The fact that I loved that they brought the white girl. I can't remember what her name is. The girl next to her.
Brittany.
Yeah, they brought her, and the way that whoever was doing the captions and getting the mics and listening to any of the underlining conversation, that was really helping add more context, because she was like, he's been talking for a long time, just non-stop talking. Imagine having a disagreement with him. You would never be able to get a word in. It's actually exhausting.
I feel like the girls that go on here, I would honestly think it was a red flag if no one was talking to the guy that I was talking to. Did you talk to anybody else? Has anybody else said ever a word Pim about him?
No one.
Tim who? The minute you went in to see him, word vomited, overshared. My sisters have died and I'm looking for a sister to protect. Like, that's so intense. Much.
So yeah, to me...
Sorry, like slightly off topic, but I have never really understood the whole oversharing thing until I watched the most recent Pop the Balloon. And the question was something like, what was your childhood like, and what's a memory from there? And this woman is like, so my mum was brutally murdered, and my dad also died quite soon afterwards, and I was put into care, and I've met a lot of men who don't tell the truth, and I've got to... When I tell you, I was like, has she answered the question?
I know. I even had to be like, what was the question again?
Unhinged.
So I literally watched it just before coming.
She was crazy. I'm sorry, she was actually nuts.
No, I think as soon as that happened, post that date, and post that guy, it just starts to go downhill. Actually, no, sorry. She lost the plot even before, when she was like, oh, I'm just looking for the right guy who's the right fit, but you're not that guy for me. And then she popped the balloon. I was like,
just doing a lot. She was doing a lot. When
Calm down, girl.
She's like, the guy said, she asked him, where do you live? He was like, Las Vegas. And she was like, oh, what happened to your last relationship? Yeah, and he was like, oh, she didn't want to move. And then he was like, oh, is it going to be a yes for you? She's like, I don't want to move. I don't want to go to Las Vegas. But he said Las Vegas like 2-3 answers ago. So why did you stand there and wait? Let him say all these other things. Say, yeah, it's a yes for me. And then be like, I don't want to move away. I like my life. My schedule is settled. I was like, this one is 43.
I'll be honest, this was one of the most disappointing episodes, because people were in their big ages.
It was illuminating.
Honestly, over 40s, the men were like in their 50s, like 40s, late 40s, 50s. I was like, okay, older people.
It was illuminating.
Great. And there was only one match, and I
realised watching it, I genuinely think the biggest mistake you can make in your life, right?
Just going on pop the balloon.
But somebody wrote in the comments, maturity has nothing to do with age.
True.
Popping someone because you don't like their shoes when you're 43.
She was 52
crazy
as well.
Popping someone because they have kids. You're 50 years old,
come on.
Do you genuinely expect to find another 50-year-old who has never touched a woman?
Yeah.
I actually think it's a bigger red flag. Call me problematic.
Yeah.
To not have had a family or anything to that day. Like, that is a really long time.
Yeah.
A really long time to be like, I've never even had a whisper of a child.
Yeah.
Never had a whisper of a wife.
Yeah.
Just been a single guy until I was 40. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why, though? Meanwhile, you guys who should be having common sense, you've reached 50, you should know life is so much more. People are so much more than just clothes and material. I really like the fit.
Sorry to sound like that, but it's the fit. I'm like, huh?
The guy who was like, I don't like your teeth.
Oh, that was so
crazy.
And
you're 5'5".
The whole time I was like, where's the cameraman to show us what his teeth look like?
He's wearing a girl shirt.
Come on.
You are not going to convince me otherwise. When he walked out, I said, this fit's crazy. And they didn't pop the balloon. I said, this is what... Apparently someone explained to me what is going on in America. That man was wearing a woman's shirt and black slacks like he was going to work. They didn't pop on the fit. The guy beforehand, they were like, it's the fit, it's the shoes,
But no, I'm sorry. I feel like they use fit for he's ugly. Honestly, because you have good-looking guys with probably worse fits than the guys that they will keep those balloons open.
Oh, yeah.
Free.
Good-looking guy walks out looking like shit. They're like...
Great. Ugly guy, bad fit, pop.
Ugly guy, actually perfectly fine fit, still pop. I didn't like the fit.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say, you're ugly to me.
Yeah. No, the girl that said, you don't look like you've evolved. I'm on another level. I
said this, you're not going to say... That's why you're single, sis.
It was
Every
so
single one of
mean.
them, apart from some of them who did seem like they had a good head on their shoulders, I could tell you why you're still single.
Yeah.
I could tell you why.
Yeah.
That was the same girl who to every guy was like, you just look like I could eat you up.
Yeah. And he was like, how? Just I can eat you up.
Also, I'm not going to lie, I was gagged, actually, when they were saying their ages, like, you don't look 43 because you're dressed like you're 30.
Yeah. I was going to say, like...
Mutton, as they say, dressed as lamb. But they actually did look good. Like, a lot of them, if they didn't say they were 43, I would never have guessed, because they actually looked really good. And their voices were quite youthful sounding as well, so I wouldn't have guessed. But tell every man that you're going to eat them up. Yeah. That they're not as evolved as you. Then having the audacity to say, I got my nose ring because it makes me spiritual and closer to the gods. No, you didn't. You got your nose ring because you like nose rings. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. Sorry, that pissed me off so much. Yeah, you're not about to sit here and say you did it for God. You didn't do it for God. You wanted to get a nose ring.
Yeah. When she was talking, I just said, shut up. I literally was like, please shut up.
She lost me at that point. I said, I wasn't even... I was with you a little bit when you were like, you look like I could eat you up. I would have actually not put my balloon for that. I would have been like, I would have used it as a test. You look like I could eat you up. To see what he's going to say before I put the book. She was like, no, you couldn't handle me. You look like I could walk all over you. Have some shame, have some decorum. Please,
no, it was the evolved line that really turned me off. And she was like, you don't look like you've evolved. And
I'm on a higher plane than you.
And I felt so sorry.
Who are you?
Mind you, that guy was...
pop the fucking balloon!
What was annoying me was like, the guy, he was like, my whole thing is about...
fun shirt as well.
Yeah, it's the fun shirt. It's like, my whole thing is about helping kids read. I own a library. I've got a YouTube channel about it. So, I mean, the men...
The first guy that came in... Not the Gucci.
Oh, yeah, him.
So I'm on Chopper. I said, this man's got money.
Yeah. Because
you guys are popping balloon. You guys are not serious.
No, when he was...
You can't help them.
No.
You can't help them.
When he was talking, I was like, are you here to promote your business or are you here for pop the balloon?
I heard dollar.
No, he kind of turned me up a little bit.
When he said I like to travel, I said, that's the man of leisure, honey. And I'm trying to be a woman of leisure. Life is hard. I've made it to 43 and I'm single. It's time for me to enjoy. What are you girls doing?
I'll be honest, Double Denim was making me like, when he came on, he was talking like...
Oh, the guy who was...
he had energy. He was like, so ladies, it's like a port. Like, he practiced.
You know what they say? Marlboro man? Well, I don't want a Marlboro woman. I don't want a woman who smokes. I don't want my house to smell like cigarettes. I don't want my car to stand up. He literally didn't stand up. I said, okay, girl.
But I know. Initially, I was like, wow, he's just gonna like a daddy. He's like, you know.
He's unks. I was like, this is giving unks down.
He is, but like, it was a bit very adorable. It was like very like,
yeah,
hillbilly.
Cheery.
Yeah, but he had a type. Light skin. Because every time he was like, it's your type? Yeah. It's your type?
The Jamaican man who came out and was like, he literally was like, I like light skins. And they said, pop, 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 pop. And not one of them light skins likes you. Get the fuck out. It's crazy.
So the thing, you can't say you like light skin.
It's crazy because you've watched episodes where the girls are like, go pop the light skin guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a complexion. I don't really like light skin.
Which is crazy.
What in the rest?
I don't know. Because also, is it a thing where like, actually I have seen a couple of guys go like, oh, I don't really like light skins.
It's actually, you're not, it feels like you're not supposed to.
Which is weird.
I feel like it's that thing of, you're on air.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's colorism. Oh, I just want everyone to know black is beautiful. Meanwhile, you're at home.
Yeah.
Fucking the whitest girl you can find. It's okay.
No judgment.
Go for what you want to go
love
for.
Who you want to love, man.
But please don't come on here and be talking like, I love your sisters. I love you when you're skin and here.
And every time they're like, is it your type? No. But then light skin, is it your type? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about her.
That was what happened with Double Denim.
I think he said something about her blue eyes as well. That's when I was like, oh.
Yeah. Double Denim
well,
was...
if you're looking for blue eyes, baby, this is not the lineup.
Yeah, it's not the show. Yeah, also be honest. Like, Pop the Balloon, you know who the demographic is.
I feel like, that's why, if I'm being honest, I would love for someone to go and pop the balloon. And then pop their balloon. And then when the people come up to them, be like, what did I do? I thought there was going to be more, like, white people.
But anyway, yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, so when you said that, the oversharing thing, that is exactly what I thought of.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
I don't need to be knowing your entire life story like that. It was when she was like, I'm going to school to learn how the mind works. I was like, God, I don't know. I think you need to go to therapy.
Yeah, same.
I think it's going to school to learn how the mind works. Your mind's not working properly right now.
Yeah.
That's not the answer to your problem.
I could see her mind actually struggling all the way through the thing.
Yeah.
Because when she was like, oh, I'm tall, I'm like, okay, it's fine. But then
she said she was wearing flats, but she wasn't.
No, she wasn't. It was like no, it wasn't. It was chunky.
So you're a liar. Yeah. And then you're talking about people aren't honest. Girl, you're not being honest. You're a fucking boo.
Girl's been hurt. Girl's been hurt. She's been hurt before in the past, and that's...
She was really weird. Sorry.
She was weird. And also, there's another girl who was a bit weird as well. And I was like, dark purple. Let me see if I can find the picture. She was just a bit odd in just her dynamic, and I don't know.
Some of the stuff that she said. I really like the guy who was wearing like the brown top and the leggings, who got all the way to the end of one of them, and and then they passed on her.
Oh yeah, I liked her. She was a 52-year-old. She was like, oh.
She's great.
She did.
For 52. I like the silver pants lady as well.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them seem like they genuinely had good heads on their shoulders, but then literally Money's walking in through the door and then you're passing on it.
Not Money!
What the hell? One day at least.
No.
You have to sleep with him.
That's true. I don't know. The thing is, it's weird because I was like, oh, if you bring older contestants, it will work better. And I think, let's be honest, we need to make it very clear to everyone. If you're kind of pop the balloon, there's a big ass chance you're in a long distance relationship.
Yeah. Or you guys need to be doing, this is the Houston version.
And
this
just
is the
do
blah
it,
blah blah version. Like it is a waste of everybody's time if you don't want to date long distance and you're coming on the show, it doesn't make sense. But you've flown from New York to Arizona. What did you think was gonna happen?
Anyway, it's just
sorry, pop the balloon.
Sorry,
we have notes.
Constantly.
Honestly, the notes are similar to Love is Blind and Maths and all of those shows where you're doing a dating show and the people come from different sides of the country. How do you think they're going to resolve that?
Or you need to make sure the contestants know and are open to it. They need to have no connections where they are. They need to be able to pick up their stuff and be a nomad.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because you're acting like it's super easy to move. It's actually not. For some people, it is. So make sure there are people coming on here who are like, yeah, I could sell my house in... Actually, not even sell. You shouldn't even have a house.
No,
I could... my lease is up.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Because also...
Selling that house takes time.
It does. So... And also what I found quite interesting, going back to Love is Blind, is Taylor and Garrett, they showed us that they're together, they're happy, all that good stuff. But initially in the show, they were supposed to move to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And actually, they decided not to do it because Garrett didn't want to be away from his family. So they've now made the compromise to go and live in Washington, D.C., which is closer to Garrett's family. And
it's like the other side of the
it's
country.
it's the other side of the country. So it was, honestly, because even Taylor said that, look, I went on this show on a whim, thinking she may meet someone, she may not. Regardless, she's going to move to San Francisco because she wants to be closer to her family. So I don't know, that part. When they were talking about it, I was kind of like,
or maybe it's like, now that I've got something to be here for. Like, maybe before she was moving back home because she was like, I've got nothing else going on here and I miss my family. But now she's got something. It's like, oh, I can, I don't need to be in San Francisco. I just wanted to be around people that love me, and now I have someone who loves me.
I mean, she did say that, like, wherever Garrett is where home is, which is very cute. Very cute. But
what do you think of Garrett's new look?
I didn't like what he was wearing. I think his hair looks cool.
I like the hair.
Looks nice.
Like, maybe I would speak to this Garrett.
The other Garrett?
No.
I think I would speak to the old Garrett.
I'm sure you would.
Do you know what I like about the old Garrett? He's unassuming. He doesn't know how hot he is.
He was not hot, period. What the hell? Don't lie to him. Like, you don't know how hot you are. You're not hot.
No, but I just, again, I like to...
He looks good at the fishing thing, though, because the rest of them men look puny.
I know.
He was really picking up that fish. That fish was thick.
Yeah, but I like him to remain humble. So I will keep him humble by having his old look.
I love when they asked him, like, what's been behind this look? Just telling it. He's like, I've always been interested in fashion.
Yeah,
I was like, there's nothing funnier to me than that. than that. Why is that so funny to me? I've always been interested in fashion. This is such a vastly different look. Why weren't you wearing clothes like this before then?
Honestly, from what Garrett was wearing the whole series, I would never be like, you know what? Fashion.
That man loves fashion. It's, girl.
Yeah.
It's like, Jordan from Love Island.
Yeah. And
how he's had like a massive change in like his aesthetic. It's like that.
Yeah.
But at least
he's a model.
He's acknowledged that.
Yeah.
Like, this is obviously different to how you guys met me. Garrett acted like, I was always this boy.
Yeah.
I've always been this guy. I'm that bitch.
Even with my fish.
He was never that bitch. And that's okay. It's actually fine. The truth is, now you're famous, you want to be dressing up like, I'm that guy. You work for a lot.
Just be honest, like, Taylor influenced you because Taylor brings the fashion.
Yeah, she looks calm. I like that.
She looks. I loved what she was wearing. I loved the breastplate. It was gorgeous.
Taylor and Ashley. What was crazy? Sorry, we're jumping all over the place. But what was crazy with Tyler? Sorry, Tyler and Ashley, is when it was Nick and that girlie's turn. She was given a lot of side eyes. Like, bitch, your husband has left 3 kids. And you're giving someone else side eye because they wrote something in a notebook. Your problems are different. They're on a different level.
Such a different level.
I would just keep my eyes fixed on the floor and hope nobody comes back and asks any more questions, because it's crazy that you guys have, I already knew about the kids.
Yeah, I was like,
I already knew about the kids.
Be for real, because everything that they said sounded so scripted. And then it didn't make sense. Especially the whole thing of like, which is the one issue that I have with the whole Tyler situation. How can he lie and say he didn't know what his kids look like? He literally lied to you, and she was like, "No, we talked about it." He
didn't want to admit on the show that he knew what his kids looked like. For what reason?
What? Because why?
What does he have to lose in saying
Nothing.
that? He didn't have to show us pictures of them. All he had to say is, obviously I know, I've met them. They're my kids. I've seen them. They know of me. I know of them. Is that he said them kids? If those kids passed me in the street, I wouldn't know that. I would say sorry to that man. I've never seen this man in my life. Is what I would say to those kids. You're a liar. Oh my gosh. And even her backstory of because we needed to have the conversation on camera because I knew I wouldn't be able to control my face. You guys have gone the whole show talking about kids, and no one has been any the wiser. So why did you make this decision at that point in the series to be like, let's go on? And do you know what doesn't make sense? If you can't hide your facial expressions and you're not that good at actress, you really convinced us in that scene you've never heard that information before.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
I mean...
So either you're a good actor or you're not a good actor, but the story don't make no sense then.
Nothing added up, to be perfectly honest.
It's actually very scary the more I think about it. You are saying that you knew, and then you said, okay, went to producers and said, we're ready to film this scene now, and pretended to be sad.
And what annoyed me...
Why did she pretend to be sad about it?
Because it was
if
like...
you knew, why would you pretend to be sad about it? You wouldn't. You'd be like, wow, this is big information, but I appreciate that you told me. Yeah. Why were you upset?
Yeah. Because you knew already. What is
to be upset about? Yeah, exactly. It's not making sense.
And what I didn't like, and I feel like this is the issue I've had with the reunion and also the series as well. Two things. One, when Ashley was talking about, I already knew, but we went to film it in front of the camera. Vanessa was like, oh yes, I get it. Yes, so you just want to protect the narrative.
Girl.
I was like, girl, shut up.
Don't act like you've heard. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it didn't at all. Then two, this is what we saw with Ashley and Tyler, and we saw it with Tim and Alex. The whole idea is that everyone is very aware of the cameras. Yeah. They're all aware of the cameras and they all want to protect the edit.
Yes.
And because you were trying to protect the edit so hard, we as the audience lost out because we didn't know anything that was going on.
Why are you producing?
Yeah, you. I'm the producer. They're like literally skilled producers.
And it's, do you know what's crazy?
Who can do this?
I think we need to hear from the actual producers on the show because what has gone so terribly wrong on the show that they are producing?
True, because everyone knows what the edit will look like. When Alex was like, when we had our first...
we went in the bathroom and I didn't want to say that him to shout because I knew what it looks like. That's a lot of thought. It also isn't plausible. I don't know if you've ever lost your temper or ever been upset.
Yeah.
You are not thinking, but how will this look to other people? Let alone thinking about how it's going to look on screen. I want you away from me now. I want you away from me now.
Because she doesn't want to project him as an angry black man.
I'm not thinking about you right now. I need you to get away from me. I don't want you in here.
And best believe, girl, you don't even need to protect his edit because throughout the series, he showed who he was. He showed exactly who he was.
If I never see, we never have to see each other again. I'm glad.
He didn't need your protection because he showed who he was. So for you to be like, I was trying to protect his edit, and then Ashley going, then I finally brought the cameras in so that we can discuss it to protect the edit.
What edit?
You honestly, I mean, she didn't say the words protect the edit. I added that in, but like the fact that there was so much.
You're trying to micromanage. You're trying to. You guys are producing a TV show within a TV show. It doesn't work. That's why you're right. That's why this season isn't working because there are too many people on there who think that they are the producers of the show.
And the only raw moments that didn't have the cameras, like didn't have any manipulation by the contestants, was the one that were being blindsided with Marissa and Ramses, and that was, perfectly honest, the most real, even though it was quite extended, real period of the show post the pods, where you actually got to see this is a breakdown of the relationship that we can see, and even what was worse is that we don't even understand where it's coming from.
Again, even then, we still haven't seen how they've got to this place.
So.
Everything was unsatisfying. Yeah. Everything was unsatisfying. Apart from actually Nick and Hannah, where you could see from the beginning, this is on its way out. Yeah. Every other relationship wound up in quite an unsatisfying way. Yeah. Sorry to jump.
Yeah.
Unless you've got more things to say about it.
I Ashley and Tyler, I wish them all the best. Ashley and Tyler, I wish them all the best. You can tell from the minute I watched their wedding, I just knew Ashley said she's coming on this show to get married, and she will get married.
I would happily never see or hear anything from.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I wish you all the best with your kids, with all them kids, that family.
Them kids.
That's why he was calling them kids, that family. Like, I wish you all the best because that is your kids and that's your family, Ashley.
Crazy.
And I'm not trying to get at Ashley, but I'm just like, the fact that you made this decision, you made this bed. Don't come in a couple of years' time when he's showing you who he's truly is to be like, I made the mistake. No, girl, bye.
It is crazy to go on TV and support a man who has admitted, apparently to you already, and who people have uncovered online, has 3 kids that he doesn't take care of. Because even the sperm donor story still doesn't make sense. Because the last 2 kids was not through sperm donor. They've come out and said it wasn't through sperm donor. So explain,
I know when
the worst thing is someone was saying, it's you don't know them, it's their private life. It's not your private life because you did it on TV, sweets.
True.
I usually do have a lot of respect for people who go on reality TV shows because I actually think people think they're going to be able to handle what it means to be in the public eye. In the Ashley and Tyler situation, they think they're smarter than we are, and they've come up with we've got a backstory that should put this all to bed. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. And you're bums, both of you, to be honest, because you're a bum for leaving your kids, and you're a bum for supporting a man who doesn't want to feed his kids. Talking about we're gonna have 3 kids, we're gonna have 8 kids.
Huh?
Women like that, that's scary.
It is wild.
You're gonna have children with a man who doesn't look after his other children.
Because when he says how many kids he has 6 kids if he's having 3 kids with you. Remember that. You're a stepmom.
When the mother of his children decides one day, hey, it's time for you to start paying up, she has every leg to stand on to take that man to court. Every single one. And then they have all the footage from the series as well. You have nothing you can do about that. So it's time to get serious. Yeah. Them kids is his kids. Them kids are really his kids. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't like the... I understand why they had to gloss over it, because if they're not going to give you no more information, like, you can't keep hammering a dead horse. They obviously don't want to get into it. But the show is turning into a platform for, like, really, really nasty, problematic people. Yeah. And I know people say, oh, you're exaggerating, they're not nasty. But I do think I would imagine being those kids one day, being able to go back and watch the show and hear your dad be like, I don't know them kids. Yeah. That's why kids. I keep on thinking. Like, I ain't never seen them literally. Kids. And think about how you would feel if your parent was denying you on national TV, on national television. Your parent is saying, I've never seen their kids in my life. Look. Oh, he stepped up. He stepped down, fam. When the relationship broke down, he stepped up. He's a hero. They're your fucking kids. And when he started crying, I was like, just keep. They're your fucking kids. Collect those tears and put them back in your eyes. I do not care. You do, unless you signed a contract that says you have no legal responsibility for these kids. Yeah. In the event of anything happening to either one of those parents, you are responsible. They're your kids. So I'm sorry, you don't get a pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to do. They're your kids. Social media was able to find legal documents of him trying to change the surnames of the kids from the ones that he actually the birth kids, from his surname back to the mum's surname. Oh my god! He really is trying to deny those kids. That's crazy. It's really sad. Sometimes. I'm sorry, it's messy. It always will mess. It always feels like a really weird, ironic, cycle that your dad actually deadbeat. Anywho, I was actually just thinking in my head though. Imagine if he's telling the truth though, imagine the sperm donor those kids. Just imagine the backstory was his friend begged him. Yeah, we really want to have a kid. We really want to have a kid. We can't afford IVF. We can't afford to go to a sperm donor. Please, and he genuinely did his friend a solid, and his friend was like, "Now these kids are yours. They're your problem." That's what I'm saying. I just can't imagine that. Legal, documents. He said, "Oh, she's my friend and I trusted her." And I can actually imagine that. Yeah. You, not being very bright, have decided that your friend has asked you to do a favour and you've done it. But it's so serious. A whole child. And then 2 more on top. Yes, you're right. The 2 more. The 2 more, I think, is where I'm like, and she was like, "This is not a sperm donor thing. This is real, this is more." This was an in out. You know. Anyway, wish him all the best. But yeah, I do not need to be influenced by any of this. Stephen. Sorry. I take back everything I said in the previous pod. Stephen came in his best black man outfit. The polo neck and the fucking blazer. I said, oh my god. Stephen is about to march for Martin Luther King. Do you know what's also really annoying? Why I wish we had a new reunion host? Host. They let him off. Well, they let him off so much. They were like, if those hosts were black, they would have been able to be like, so Stephen, first of all, my brother. As a Nigerian, do you feel proud of yourself? As a Nigerian, is this how you want to represent Nigeria? Because I'm actually shocked that you behaved in this way. We would never do this. Oh my god. We would never do. As West Africans, we need to be doing more. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Or look, even if they're gonna have Vanessa and Nick as your host, and I think the consensus is very
high that no one wants the ex-contestants to come back to the show. But if you do bring
I
them,
don't know why you keep bringing them.
don't bring them back.
It's horrible.
But if you are going to bring them back, let them ask the tough questions.
Work.
Bring SK
Do work.
from previously, or Kwame, to come and sit there and be like, but you said you were black.
Sorry, what are they now arguing with him about whether or not he's black?
No, but I feel like you just need someone to just pull up the black thing, because the black thing was wild.
And he is black. Did you not see his outfit?
He's 0.6%.
And he said, look, no.
0.06%.
I might be 0.6, but I identify 100%, honey. Yeah. And my number one thing is, why should I be held accountable for my actions?
Yeah,
I would say, actually, his lack of accountability was white through and through.
Yeah.
The way he came in, he's like, wow, you guys are really just going to keep going on about this.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear my side.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to hear my side. Do you know why no one wants to hear your side? Because you was in front of your wife. You had an opportunity to explain to her if there was a side, and you said, I fucked up, you're right. Everything you're saying is right. I did everything that you said. And now today at the reunion you're talking about, that's not really what happened.
But what happened?
I've been knowing that girl for long, and she told me that she had a new king, and I said, what's the king? And then all of a sudden now I'm going to jail. She goes, you could scroll far back into that conversation. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, okay, fine, I'd spoken to her before.
That's what I mean, it's just wild. And what also annoyed me is, like, he was trying, in between other segments that had nothing to do with him, he was trying to make joke. And he was just flopping badly.
That man is...
So much.
That's what I mean. It's turned into a showcase for people who, like, narcissists who want attention.
Yeah.
You went to a sleep trial, got your phone back, I imagine.
Yeah.
Hopped on there and immediately was chatting to bare girls. One girl's told you, yeah, has made the conversation sexual. You said it, and I'm going to egg it on. You've been caught now. Instead of you to get on your knees and beg your future wife, you're just sitting there. Well, let me pack my stuff and go.
Yeah, you didn't like Monica.
You never liked the girl. Because why also... And nobody called him out about what he said about, oh, when we get out of here...
Yeah, no one said that. Like, it's just such a missed opportunity.
It's crazy. Like, and he got, again... let off basically free of charge. Then when it's Nick, everybody, Nick is disgusting. I mean, Nick hated Hannah. Nick said Hannah was a fucking
I do
pig.
think that probably Nick did say something.
He said she was a grenade.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's an interesting word. But I definitely think...
I haven't heard that since Jersey Shore. That's what's crazy.
I've never heard of that term.
Oh, it's like a...
term for someone ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I just never... I mean, I could guess from the context, but like, I never...
Apparently not a lot of people have watched Jersey Shore. That's really interesting.
No, I watched Geordie.
Well,
Why?
I'm gonna hope you check that out, because you sound like Waluigi. Wait, that's what that sounded like.
I thought it was like a pirate. Why? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
why? Yeah. The whole Nick and Hannah thing.
Can I say something problematic?
Go on.
I don't care if that's true. I honestly don't care if that's true. Yeah. I don't care if that's true. You are using that as an excuse, but you didn't know about any of that until after the show. Okay. So you was a prick to him because you was a prick to him.
Yeah. She didn't like him.
You didn't like him. So why are you even getting so butthurt that he didn't like you? You didn't like him.
Yeah. I
think she came there, she's like, oh, everyone's giving me a hard time, but I'm going to get them because he didn't like me either. But he didn't cuss you out on camera. You cussed him out every opportunity that you got.
Oh, so sad, yeah.
You cussed him out every opportunity that you got. That's all people are saying.
Yeah.
Nobody is saying something unreasonable. We're saying, from what we saw with our own eyes, you did not like that man. And the way you spoke to him, I wouldn't speak to my enemy like that. Yeah. And you can't just put your hands up and be like, yeah.
It was
Nobody can put their hands up and be like, yeah, no, I did do something.
It was just like, I'm blunt.
Because she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how I am. I'm just a blunt person. No, you was verbally and emotionally abusive to your partner. That's what you was. Like... Yeah. That's what people are pushing back against. And lots of people are blunt. Yeah. I'm sorry, they don't have a single clip of you saying, oh, nice thing about this man, apart from when you thought he was Travis Kelce. So for you to even get up here and be like, he thought I was a grenade, you thought he was Travis Kelce. And when he wasn't, you was upset. That's what this whole drama is about. You never liked him because you was looking for Travis Kelce. When the thing opened and it was him, you said, no! No! God, no.
But also, girl, you know what you were saying. Like, let us be for real. You know what you were describing to him.
You said she was Taylor Swift.
Because she looks more like Taylor Swift now, but she didn't look then.
No, she doesn't. Don't lie to her. Stop wasting everyone's time. You don't look like Taylor Swift. You're a pretty girl, though. I don't think you've got anything to worry about. You'll find a man, but the thing you do need to worry about is you can't be talking to people like that.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So as long as you're gonna continue doing that, you might find you're in the same situation. And then the situation with the girlie,
is it, no, I can't remember the name of the other girl.
Katie is my best friend.
Oh, that was wild. And I think she had.
She's very fake. Sorry, Hannah's very fake.
So the girl only found out on the show that Hannah wasn't happy with her.
Yeah.
And because Marissa's mum, the only person that was allowed to come back.
Thank God for
Marissa's mum.
Actually, kind of glad Marissa's mum was on the show anyway.
I see, it was wild.
Yeah. So when did we bring it? Since when were we bringing people's parents?
But I know Love Is Blind UK they did that.
Yeah, but that's different.
But
Marissa's our own thing.
Yeah, but Marissa's mum, she ate. When she turned to the girl, I said, "So she's been making you feel like you don't like her for a year."
She's fake.
For a whole year.
It's crazy as well. All of a sudden, Marissa and Hannah, best
friends.
She's gonna ride or die. You didn't even ride or die for the man who turned around and said that you was too much for him.
Yeah.
But you're riding or dying for Nick. You told everyone that you thought she was ugly. You told everyone why? And if that's the case, why don't we have any footage? You could put this whole damn thing to bed.
I do think
when that guy came at that reunion, looking like he'd been sleeping on the streets. Talking about people who've been giving me a hard time. Didn't they roll the tapes?
Yeah, true.
So roll the tapes.
Yeah. I do believe...
Why won't they roll the tapes?
I do believe that he said that she looked like a grenade. Because I think everyone was like, but what's his name again?
I don't trust... I didn't trust it. As soon as Steven said, he said it to me. I said, we're going to trust the sleep... We're going to trust this sleep paralysis demon. We're going to trust him. This man lied to your face. You cannot trust... I'm sorry. I wouldn't trust a single thing out there. I'm even thinking, was Steven lying about the whole I'm 1% black?
No, he looks a bit black though.
I don't trust that man as far as I think he is a compulsive liar. He was compulsively lying even at the reunion.
Yeah.
So then when they were like, ask Steven, he was like, yeah, he said it. Might as well ask a brick wall.
No, but do you know what? It was because Ramses also spoke up. Garrett decided to keep his mouth out of it.
No, Garrett said that this conversation is stupid.
Oh yeah, which I agree.
Which gives me the impression that you guys are going on hearsay. Everyone's going on hearsay. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you had said it to me. You had said it to me, and you had said it. So who said it first? Yeah. Someone has to surely be the one to put their hands up and said, "I heard out of your mouth."
Yeah.
And then that would be the end of it.
Yeah.
And everyone else was like, "Come on, we all heard it." Yeah. We all heard me say it, or we all heard from someone that I said it. Because you guys are saying you heard it from Stephen.
Yeah.
And this is the same man who said, "Whenever the wind blows."
Oh yeah.
And that he loved you, and that he's gonna buy you flowers, and then buy you flowers once, and it was trying to fuck a girl out of sleep. Please.
Yeah, I mean he is a liar, but look.
Please.
I
would love to. Listen. I'm not trying to ride or die for Nick, at all. But the validity and the trustworthiness on this show was in the toilet. I don't believe a fucking word out of any one of your mouths. I don't trust you. Yeah. I don't trust you.
The only person I trusted on the couches were Garrett
Brittany and Leo.
Brittany and Leo were just there having a good time. And you know what? I mean, they shouldn't have even been on the show, but like, they were a nice little reprieve from the nonsense. I actually liked Alex at the end. I liked Taylor and Garrett.
I always liked Alex.
Yeah,
I actually always like. I didn't get what she saw in that man.
Neither did I.
But I didn't think she was a problem in that relationship.
I think that she just felt sorry for him about all the trauma he's been through, and he trauma dumped a lot, and he shows his sensitivity, which I think because some women are really starved from seeing a vulnerable side of men, that they'll be like, yeah, I really want to connect with this man. Same thing with Tyler, like. Best believe had he came date one, be like, I've got 3 kids, that would be the end of the conversation. He would not be on the show.
100%.
Like, let's be for real.
I think I'm quite cynical because I have seen men use tears to get what they want before.
That's what I mean, yeah.
To not be like, wow, he cried in front of me, so that's it now. We're locked in forever and he could never have lied. I just really feel like the vetting this season, non-existent. And I think the people have been really unlikable. Yeah. Like just across the board. Every single one of them. A lot of people like, I will admit, like in the pods, I didn't dislike Nick actually in the pods. When they were all like, oh, he's so flirty, I was like, we probably won't see him again. Yeah. Then when he was like, oh, I'm kind of only really dating you, Hannah. And Hannah was like, you know, you could tell on the dates they had more chemistry than her and Leo anyway. Yeah. I was like, well, I hope they end up together. then the relationship happened, it didn't work out. I'm happy for you to both go your separate ways. I don't even really know what we needed to reunion about, if I'm being honest, because what was left to unpack, you kept so much like context hidden. You didn't share any of that context at the reunion, and it's just the same people rehashing the same fucking stories that we don't care about. Honestly, that whole we're trying to revamp Nick as a villain thing just felt to me like a desperate plea to try and write the course of her story. Everyone's talking about she was the one who quit her job and got a talent manager as soon as the show was done.
Really?
So talking about Nick wanting to be a star, was he supposed to say, I want to come on Love is Blind and do a bad job? Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? If he was Shake, I would be like, oh, this will track. Yeah. What did Nick do on the show that would make you think, wow, Nick's going to be the guy?
No, he never.
If Hannah hadn't been a bitch to him, we would not be talking about Nick. No one would be talking about him because he wasn't that interested.
As soon as the bravado from those episodes ended, he was just very like, he was actually very just relaxed.
Oh, very chill dude. And
then you
realise
he didn't have a lot like of skills, but
again, if your thought process was I'm coming on the show to be the best guy on the, you're not gonna make your whole thing on the show be you can't even boil water. Like, it doesn't track.
It was wild.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to live in this world where Nick is this mastermind manipulator who's like, yes, everything has worked out for me. No. Nobody cared about Nick. People cared about the way Hannah spoke to him. Yeah. Nobody was gonna be like, Nick is a great guy. No, all we said was she shouldn't be speaking to him like that.
Yeah. And it's true. It's true. I think the last couple we didn't talk a lot about was Marissa and Ramses, but again, we saw the downgrade. We saw the breakdown of their relationship, and there was no explanation as to why. Ramses gave a bit of explanation about the whole contraception thing. It was a very long conversation, and it was edited to only include a very small part. That
how convenient.
Yeah,
isn't that everyone? That can be
honestly,
everyone's excuse.
It's an edit. It's the edit thing. And then the only thing that was interesting, and I wish they would have brought back up, was like, she was like, oh, I was still sleeping with Ramses after the breakup. I'm like, we would love to know a bit more, but perfectly honest, this happens all the time. They break up and they come back again.
Who cares if you guys are no longer together? I don't really care that you were sleeping together after the breakup.
Had they been together when they came back, that would be
something. Yeah, but you're not together. Yeah. So you're revealing that you slept with him after the breakup. So when you did that whole crying out eyes, like, call your parents saying to come and pick up. You then went to go to sleep with him again.
Yeah. That could have had a real conversation. That could be a real question.
You need help.
Yeah.
But gorgeous girls, and all of you need help. All of you.
Every single girl suffered.
Beautiful girls who need help.
Yeah. Honestly, that was the same thing with Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Beautiful girls.
Gorgeous girls who need help.
But I just think that this season, unlikable, forgettable, and then they were like, roll on series 8, and I was like, I just don't think we need another season.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the anniversary. I was like, please stop.
Because
you haven't had any time to learn from this.
No,
yet.
8 seasons in 5 years. Like,
it's only been 5 years.
So I mean, since the first series came out. So okay, they filmed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, actually think about it. They filmed the series 1 2 years before, so that's 2018.
Okay.
All the way to that's 8 seasons in 8 years. Okay, that tracks.
No, it's 6. It's 6.
2018 to
24. Yes. 6.
So that kind of tracks, but it's still. Oh
my god! Really quickly, go back to Pop the Balloon.
The last question. I swear, I
think that was sexist. Not sexist. I actually think that was ableist. Some people can't count.
Yeah, but also
don't have the mental faculties for that.
No.
And it was, if I was disabled, that would have been very ableist. So I didn't like that.
I didn't like the question, but also I was so wrong with the answer as well.
No, see, at first my instinct was to do not to do bod maths.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute, you always times first.
Yeah.
So it has to be 9 times 9 plus the 9.
But
it feels unnatural, doesn't it?
So I think what I heard was 9 plus 9 times 9.
It was. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, crap, yeah.
So what you did was 9 plus 9 and then times that by 9. Yeah.
And then
it's not in brackets.
And it's not in brackets. But also what was even worse is, so I did it mental maths. I was like, oh, it's 162. And I did. Then when I ate. And then when I put it into the calculator on my computer, I did it with brackets. I was like, 9 times 9 brackets plus 9. I mean, sorry. 9
Plus
plus 9
9
times
times
9.
9.
So I was like, oh, I'm definitely correct. And then everyone was like, no, it's 90. I was like, crap.
What's so funny is Arlette obviously got it quite quickly, and you can tell she was like 9 times 9 plus 9, and people were just blank staring at her. She was probably like, oh, open the schools. Open the schools. The kids can't read.
The kids can't read at
The kids
all.
can't read. The kids can't write. They can't.
Well, you're
do
right.
maths.
Bodmas, there was no brackets.
There was no brackets.
But in my head, I put brackets
Yeah,
in.
of course you did.
And that would have been right. I had to put
And
the brackets
instinctually, you're just like, okay, 9 plus 9 first. And
Times
then times 9.
9.
And then I was like, no,
it's nine.
hold on a second.
It's 9 times
This
9.
feels like a trick question. Because why would he come and ask you a simple question? No, it's to be tricked.
It's
But like,
idiot. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I still
Also-
can't get over that he was wearing, that was the man in the woman's shirt talking about people's teeth, and you're doing 9, you want me to do 9 plus 9 times 9.
I'll be honest, maybe it's trying to be unique, but
What's the capital of France about? American people don't know shit about it
Yeah.
anyway. What's the capital of Africa? That's what I would have said. Watch him be like Nigeria, I'd be like, next! Got him!
oh my gosh. But yeah, yeah, I think this season disappointing. The reunion was on top of that. If we do a reunion next year, which you will,
Just let it be viewers' questions, actually. And
honestly, that's one of the best things about Real Housewives reunions.
Viewers' questions
Andy
and stop
Cohen,
talking.
he watches the shows, loves the show, and he asks the tough questions, but he does view comments.
Yeah, just let them. Because then
Come
you
on.
can, you guys, Vanessa and Nick can hide behind. This wasn't my question anyway.
Yeah.
I just asked the real
Done.
questions because it's stupid.
It's getting ridiculous now. And then also, keep it to an hour long. We don't need an hour and a half. Do not bring back those former contestants. They brought Jess back from series
I
1
know.
with her baby and a child with a partner that
It
didn't.
wasn't on the show. Yeah, we don't
It
need
just
to see it.
it was wild. And then Bliss and what's his face, Zach. It's cute to see the baby. The Love Is Blind first baby, great. But like again, that could have been a nice photo. That could have been a photo.
Literally.
Could
That
have
could
been
have been
a
a video.
I know, like
A break.
Yeah,
you
it could have
know,
been
in
like
the middle.
you
I've
know.
got a little message from
Yeah.
Zach and Bliss. Hi everyone, it's Zach and Bliss. And as you know, we just had a baby.
Cute.
Here
Like,
she is.
thank you so much for Love Is Blind. Close. And
We
also,
wouldn't be, and then made us go back and watch. They made us go back and watch someone's
their story.
Are you mentally ill?
Are you
I don't want to
dumb?
see this.
Did you not remember that season? He went to go say yes to another woman. Had to go back and
Do
say.
they think somebody has just started watching Love Is
Yeah,
Blind at season 7?
honestly, I think they do.
Crazy.
We have been here since series 1.
And we don't want to be here.
Yeah, perfectly honest. After Lauren and Cameron, wrap it up. Honestly,
The format don't work. I was speaking to someone about this yesterday. I was like, "Do you feel like the format works?" And she was like, "No, because of social media." I was like, "And I don't know how you fix that.
no.
I don't know how you fix that
That's it.
because all these contestants have seen what the backlash from the show is. No one's gonna come on here and be
No.
real anymore. And if nobody's gonna be real, we're gonna get a bunch of narcissists trying to pretend to be normal people when they're not.
And that's what series 7 was.
100%.
And then the other thing is, if you're going to bring former contestants, they need to be plugging your future shows. Why have AD there going, I think I may be seeing someone, when we know she's, you know about this,
You said
potentially seeing Ollie from Love Is Blind UK after they met on Perfect Match. The whole time she was there going, I don't know, maybe I could be seeing someone.
last season they just said right that they were going to be
Yeah.
a perfect match. Why didn't they just say it?
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Maybe they're assuming that we'll just take it from the fact that the three of them are there. That
Yeah, maybe.
Love Is
But
Blind.
But even Marshall's not on.
Okay, no.
We don't know if Marshall's gonna be on Perfect Match, but he actually was engaged. But his engagement broke up. So when he was like, "Oh, I'm single," I was like, "Now more questions, find out what happened." But actually, I don't care because the
They
person
weren't on
from
the show.
Like honestly, if he was going out with someone from the show, it's
Were they
fine.
the last season?
AD was last season. Marshall was the season before.
I don't want to hear about someone
Honestly.
from the season before that.
Literally, you only go one last season if they're actually going to be interesting, and you have unless they're going to ask the
Actually,
questions.
Why even have them on? Because they had a reunion.
Yeah.
We already know what
Yeah.
they did a year after the show.
Yeah.
We don't need to know what they're doing 2 years
On-
after the show.
Yeah, unless
It's and they're with people from the show.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear
I don't
it.
care. Bring the parents in, tough parents. I liked Marissa's mum.
Actually, the reunion should actually be only from the perspective of the parents. They should
Yeah.
be the ones filling us
Oh.
in on what happened to their kids on the show.
Wild.
And then
yeah.
they can fight it out.
Yeah. So for me, this has matched just the disappointment of this whole season. I think you gave this a 1 out of 5, Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
With the reunion,
It looks just in the same.
I gave it a
I
2.
forgot it was even giving it 1.5 this year. It's a 1.
Yeah. I think I gave it a 2 out of 5. I think. And if I haven't, it's definitely a 2 out of 5. So
It's not.
it's just...
It's not even event TV
No,
in
this
the way.
this was
that I would tell someone to watch it even for the drama because it's entertaining. It's just not. It's bleak. And I'm feeling the same way about Maths, and we'll talk about it next week when it's over. But like, there's just something very on. It's giving very much wait till next year because the pool of men this year apparently
nothing
in the bin.
The way that I literally we're now in the final couples of Maths, and I'm like, but every single one of these couples are a no.
Every couple is a no. Every couple is a no, and
bar one.
Also thematically, I'm starting to think that they're not allowed to talk about aggression or anger on the show.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because whenever it has shown up, and now we've got to the end of the series, someone throwing plates, and you guys are saying, you guys just need to communicate better.
I'm sorry.
What's right? Why are you guys so scared of saying, whoa, you sound like you get very angry. Why can't you say that? Because if I was with that person and they were doing that, then we came and I told someone, he throws plates, and they turned around to me and said, it's probably because of what you said to him. Wouldn't I be like, well, I've been gaslit? You're gaslighting her into thinking that she's not in an abusive relationship. And we don't know, because again, you won't show it to us, whether her accusations are true or not, how bad things are getting. But if we've got to take what she's saying at face value, get her out of there.
Because that's abuse. Like,
get her out of there.
There's been other couples that have been able to leave the competition because it's now a competition. Why couldn't they? To me, that when I saw that, I was like, something has gone seriously wrong.
But it's fine because they'll go ice skating and that'll fix everything.
Yeah, I
was
like,
weird.
BS. And like, honestly, I know. I think Paul was on an interview with the receipts, and he was talking about how much producer involvement is in these shows. I need next year, I need it to be matched by real matchmakers, real experts. No, forget the producers, because, perfectly honest, this is one of the most... No, there's been some diabolical seasons, but it's up there.
Listen, I get it. It's a TV show. It needs to be produced. That part I get. But you are putting people in danger and I actually don't think that's legal, because Jeremy Carr wouldn't be off the air. We wouldn't have inquiries into those shows if it was okay for you to endanger people's lives. It's not. And I don't know how you think you guys are going to get away with continuing to, just because you won't say the word anger, you won't say the word aggression, you won't say the word fight, and you won't show it, it's okay to put people... And it explains why you're having all these episodes where the tensions are up in the roof, or like the responses to things that you think are completely harmless is something so massive. This whole season, she's never once voted leave. It's a big deal. Yeah. That, like, to me, that's like, okay, so it is much bigger than even we can possibly imagine. And you guys
felt scared for her.
Communication.
I felt slightly scared for her.
But a friend of mine who's watching the series said she looked scared on the couch. Yeah. And for them to just go, have you tried not pissing him off? Yeah. That would be helpful.
We're going to talk about Maths and the conclusion of it next time, because the reunion will happen as well. Oh. I think there's a reunion next week. So I think basically the final episodes are like this week. The final filmed episodes are this week. And
no, because today is they're going on a night out. So we haven't got the
so maybe there's a couple. Oh yeah, so I think Final Vows and reunions are next week.
Okay.
Yeah. So by that time we would
small thing. Lacey and Nathan made me cry today.
It was cute. I love you from the stars and back.
Make me cry. I mean, I'm feeling very vulnerable at the moment. But when she got him the teddy and he got her the stars, and then he was like crying. Yeah. I've said from the beginning, Nathan is for me. Yeah. That's what I want, just something, just not stress. Yeah. All of these men have been stressed, but you know who hasn't been stressed? Nathan even when he made her mum cry, who by the way is unhinged.
Oh, that home safe.
We'll get into it. We'll be getting into that. Yeah. But they really, for a second, I was like, wow, love is real.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Love is real.
It was. Yeah, do you know what? I saw a tweet that said the only couple that's going to make it is the couples that are in the sponsorship just before the show. But maybe we can add Lacey.
I really think Lacey and I would be so sad. Yeah, I would just be sad because I think he is a sweetheart. I think she is really ended up being really cool. Yeah, like I really like the two of them, and unlike other people who got into drama they had no business getting into. When she got into drama, she was actually dead right. So
Oh well, yeah, 100%, 100%.
listen, Layson's not gonna let you forget she's Jamaican Irish, okay? Lacey is black. Don't forget.
No, she's not. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I mean, I said yes, she is. But
No, you accepted Stephen or not Lacey. That's crazy.
I meant yes, she is. And then when I said no, she's not. I mean, like, no, you can't mess with her kind of thing.
When she said there wasn't a fix your man.
Yeah, she was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, I've been holding my tongue.
Hard.
But some of you guys need to get told.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the one to tell it.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So anyway, that has been...
Love Nathan down.
Yeah.
Love Nathan down.
Nathan needs the love.
Nathan!
Yeah.
If you are single at the end of this show, I'm ready to go on this journey.
Really?
Yeah.
But we're going to finish off now. This has been Scripts and Giggles with Shoshanna
And Marnie.
the 2 sexiest girls alive. Vote for us. Actually, you don't need to. We've already won. Bye.
Bye!